Welcome to the NASCAR Cup Series in 2025. This is the second round of the 2025 playoff season and the round of 16, which is being absolutely critical. Welcome to what is going to be an unusual day here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Let's head down for pre-race ceremonies.
Presents our nation's colors. Please remain standing as pastor of the Crossing Church, St. Louis, David McNeil, offers today's invocation.
As we quiet ourselves for prayer, let us remember former NASCAR racer Phil Barkdahl, who we lost earlier this week. Let us pray. Almighty God, we humbly come before you, thankful that we live in the land of the free and the home of the brave. We honor the brave women and men of our military and pray that you watch over them and their families. We ask that you grant each driver focus, precision, and safety on the track. Guide and protect each crew. Give each team wisdom in their strategy. And above all, remind us today of your great love. So great that you gave us your only Son, and anyone who believes in him will have abundant and eternal life. We pray these things in the name of Jesus, and all who agree say, Amen.
And now, to perform our national anthem, please welcome NBC's The Voice finalist, TV, stage, and recording artist, Kennedy Holmes, accompanied by guitarist Aaron Brown.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave,
Engines are getting ready to be fired up in around about 5 minutes' time. We are all set then to go for the 2025 race of the Enjoy Illinois 300. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to what is going to be a fantastic day of racing here as well. Illinois always provides a great race, as does this fantastic steeple of the Worldwide Technology Raceway, or Gateway as it's more commonly known. Hello everyone, I'm Joshua Birch, alongside me is Josh Turner, and Jack is here as well, all ready to go for 240 laps of running action around this track. Let's say good afternoon first of all to you, JT. Here we go then, second round of the playoffs, second of the 3 for the round of 16, and there are so many more drivers at the cut-off point as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everyone. Welcome along that fly past if you are into that type of thing. It's a C-130 Hercules from Scott Air Force Base, which can be linked to the UK, actually, because, well, a C-130 Hercules from Scott Air Force Base displayed at the International Air Show in Ayr in Scotland yesterday as part of their flying display. So we do actually have one of those planes from the exact same Air Force base over here in the UK at the moment. That is random fact, because why not? But Xfinity yesterday, well, I mentioned how well it was running, and I didn't say it directly. I said a little hint. Well, then after I said that, there was 3 cautions back to back. So
it's your fault.
That was very fun indeed. No comment.
Yeah, we'll blame you and Matthew on the call for that one as well together. Jack's with us as well. Hello, mate. Second round of the playoffs then, and the bubble. We've got, well, Bowman, Berry, Dylan, and Shane Van Gisbergen on the bubble, and so is Joey Logano on 248 points. He's still in 12th position, last year's champion. It's all to go before we go down a couple more, isn't it?
Yes, looking forward to today. Today's probably going to be a very track position-based race. Toyota has not won this track in the Cup Series, so, and Toyota starts on pole. So interested to see how this race will play out. I also wanted to say, have a quick tribute to Bill Davis, who unfortunately passed away earlier today. He owned a Cup Series team and was 74 years of age. Rest in peace, Bill Davis.
Absolutely. All our thoughts are with the family and friends there, as well as I've now got JT talking in my ears as well to let him know. But let's take a quick look around this circuit, coming into it as well. This is a tricky circuit. Just take a look. Turn 1 and 2, nice and tight, as well as you sort of open up then into 3 and 4, wide-angled run. It is 2 very different sections of circuit. It is a tricky track. They call Darlington the track too tough to tame. Winnick Gateway, you pretty much an all-rounder. This circuit is different. So 240 laps coming up then as well here today. This is going to be something just a little bit different. No idea what's going to happen next. No idea what is going to be on the next run. One thing we do know, this is going to be a special, special weekend. You do not want to leave the room as we get ready to get going.
To the west,
Green flag, green.
where grit meets glory.
Never know when it's going to happen again.
They race tough,
300 straight up, dumping them.
proud,
Hell yeah, Kyle.
relentless,
No pressure at all.
and on the banks of the mighty Mississippi,
Let's go!
it's time to show me.
St. Louis is always going to be a brilliant event. It is bright sunshine here in Illinois, as the St. Louis, the Arch, just moments away from the circuit as well. We're getting ready for this one. It's time to fire up those engines and get cracking for this year's race. Let's turn our attention over then to trackside as we are getting set to get going as well. So the drivers are buckled in, the mechanics are making their final adjustments, and the engineers just telling them what is going to happen. Austin Dillon, as we see, 14th in the playoff. He's 8 below the cut-off line as well going into this one. There's a lot to be on the board. Bell, Cindric, Elliott, Logano, Shane Van Gisbergen, Dillon, Berry, Bowman, and Buscher all there as well. This is going to be fun. Let's get ready. Let's head down there and join our colleagues at USA.
Dropped him down the order. They've got a car again today that Christopher feels just as strongly about, and that's good. This is another team that doesn't want to go to Bristol next week, relying on others' misfortune to advance. They're plus 11 to the cut line, not exactly comfortable, so a big points day here is on the forefront of this team's mind, and a car they think can win certainly will help that cause, Marty.
DJ, real quick, another team I'm keeping my eye on today is Ross Chastain. He said they've got to get better at qualifying. They will start the race today in the 4th position. This part of the country has a great racing history, but it's time to write a new chapter. Let's get the engines fired for playoff racing from St. Louis.
Here's the command, ready to go here for the Enjoy Illinois 300.
Words in motorsports. Today's Illinois 300 Grand Marshal has clearly done more for entertainment than what Muhammad Ali did for boxing. He's a great model for America's children. He's an Illinois native who has the panache and style with the heart of gold to give today's command. We welcome the man, the myth, the legend, Bill Murray.
How y'all doing? It's a beautiful day down here. We got a beautiful Sunday today, don't we? We're here with all of our friends and our families, and we're here to watch these extraordinary athletes compete. They need and deserve our support. Let's hear it for the drivers right now. Come on. All right. Now, you all did not come down here to the mighty Mississippi to watch the river flow. You came down here to watch these vehicles go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Drivers, start your engine!
Just give it time. You can fire it up when you're ready.
You gotta love it.
I feel like there's only one thing to say after Bill Murray gives the command. Light 'em up! We're getting set. The Enjoy Illinois 300 is next. We're certainly going to be in for an interesting race. 240 laps ahead of us, 300 miles to determine around this place. A slow turn 1 and 2 we're talking about, into turn 3 and 4. Okay, as well. Well, JT, what are we reckoning going to happen down here then? Because this first corner here, 9 times out of 10 we might see caution happen. I mean, even when we run here in IndyCar, it's a weird weekend. But with NASCAR, this is going to be insane as Bill Murray gets into the Grand Marshal car.
Well, you don't need to get to turn 1 in this place, as was the example set yesterday in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. You didn't even need to get to the start line on a restart for Vec going into turn 1 down the front stretch. That was where the big one was, and well, if you were watching yesterday, you will get this reference. If you weren't, then well,
I wasn't.
You won't get it. It's simple as that. It was a high-end, moderate one on the big one. Have they finally red flagged
They have
JB?
finally, yes, sorry.
Finally!
Just to cut across ourselves here, the World Endurance Championship, they've finally put out the red flag for the circuit in the Americas. They have finally stopped the race. Nice of them to stop it just as NASCAR gets started, though. The red flag is out finally after an hour. So they've completed 1 hour, which means that technically a result can be declared if they can't restart it. But do you know what, JT? They've red flagged it. Just as the race was getting better. I have 2 monitors up here in the commentary box, and I was just watching it. It suddenly went red flag. Anyway, do continue your point.
Yeah, there is the severe crash prediction centre, which we have mentioned a couple of times.
Yep.
Well, they have got the big one scale, and well, with 10 cars being involved, that was the top end of the moderate one, hence it becoming a high-end moderate one. But we are getting ready. We have just clicked inside 5 minutes until green.
Set for the second round of the 2025 playoff season. We're at the Worldwide Technology Raceway here in Gateway. It's the Enjoy Illinois 300. There's the Arch in St. Louis, just a stone's throw away from the circuit. It's a beautiful sunny day as we get ready to kick off. It is going to be a very entertaining race. The cars are out on the parade laps as well. Let's check in with our colleagues at USA as they go through the grid and check in with the drivers trackside.
Playoffs. We've had just one race, the round of 16. 3 races here today and next weekend in Bristol. One driver, Jeff, has already qualified to go through to the round of 12. That's Chase Briscoe. After next weekend in Bristol, 4 drivers will be eliminated. So with that being said, who is facing the biggest pressure in your opinion right now?
Well, to me, already early in the playoffs, pressure is on 2 champions, Joey Logano and Chase Elliott, and both of them are starting outside the top 10. This first stage is short, Steve. You got to go, you got to get points. I don't know if they can pass cars and get where they need to get those points.
And you mentioned Joey Logano. His teammate, Austin Cindric, sits 9th in the points, 12 points above. And while I think that's an okay margin, nobody wants to depend on Bristol. He won here a year ago. I think today is very important. And not because of the points, but because of kind of momentum. I look at the 11 team of Denny Hamlin. Pole sitter a week ago, one of his best racetracks, a bad pit stop. They grind back to 7th. Pole sitter again. It has been weeks since this car ran inside the top 5. If they want to be considered a championship favorite, they have to revisit that form. I think that momentum can start here today.
So how about Shane Van Gisbergen? It didn't go to plan last weekend. Where does SVG sit?
Well, he has those 4 wins at the road courses. I think he had a missed opportunity at Darlington with all the playoff issues. But, Jeff, he's never been here, and after 25 laps of practice, he looked like he had. The speed in the 88 was there. I'll have to say, I think he has a real chance to score some points today.
I do too. Last week, they just didn't execute. They needed to just finish that race with no problems. They weren't able to do it. Today, I think they can race themselves to decent points.
All right, let's take a look at today's starting grid, brought to you by Golden Corral. And it was a terrific effort yesterday from Denny Hamlin to put his JGR Toyota on the pole position. Starts alongside Kyle Larson.
Yeah, playoff drivers continue to roll through. So many qualified well. Jeff, you have Chase Briscoe, Ross Chastain in row 2. Ryan Blaney, William Byron in row 3. More playoff drivers make up row 4 with Tyler Reddick starting next to Christopher Bell.
Yeah, the guy not in the playoffs in row 5. Dane Smith did a really good job. Chris Buescher. All those guys are trying to have good end of the season. Josh Berry, after that first lap wreck last week, needs a good finish.
You just mentioned him, the defending champ, Joey Logano. He needs those points. We're starting outside the top 10 in row 7 next to Bubba Wallace. These early laps will be crucial to have a good run. Austin Dillon, that Richmond winner, starts there in row 8.
As we continue to roll through the starting grid, how about this one, Jeff? We always talk about the playing field, okay? This race has always been in June. This is still young as far as Cup Series history. It's only the 4th year that the NASCAR Cup Series has raced here, but it's now a playoff race. How different does that make things?
Well, I think the pressure is up already, as we talked about. And this is a very difficult racetrack. The track is tight. Pit road is tight. We see a lot of accidents here.
And that is a Worldwide Technology Raceway signature. And it usually takes people by surprise. Stevie, that's the first time you've seen it.
It's the first time I've seen it. First time I felt it. We're all the way over here on the front stretch, and you can feel it shake the booth.
That's no joke. Like, the booth literally shook when those things erupted.
Hey, every racetrack has their signature move or signature corner or special iconic thing to do. That's what happens here in St. Louis. We have got enough time to check in on pit road before we go racing. We kick things off with Dylan Welsh. Good afternoon, Dylan.
Hey, Div. Well, Hendrick Motorsports has historically struggled here in St. Louis, but there's some reasons for optimism they could turn that around today. A Kyle Larson tire test here in June and some serious conversations this week post-Darlington have William Byron and the 24 team in Camp Optimism this week with a better direction for what they need to go fast here. On their long run in practice yesterday, William did some trial and error, some self-medicating, found what worked for their race car. They have it in a window today, Kim, where they think they can contend up front all day.
Well, Dylan, yesterday was a big win for the #1 of Ross Chastain. One of their goals has been to get better on Saturdays, to unload better, have better migration direction, show speed in qualifying. They did all of those things, qualifying in the 4th position, and that starting track position is key for another one of their goals. They want to earn max points here today, with that first stage being only a short, quick 45 laps. They've all but guaranteed themselves solid stage points if they can maintain that starting position, Marty.
Kim, Denny Hamlin has started the playoffs off with back-to-back pole positions at Darlington, now here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And at plus 43, talking to Chris Gale, his crew chief, this morning, he said, listen, we're in a very good position. Yes, we would love to be able to go win this race, but if we get a base hit today and go to Darlington or go to Bristol plus 50 above the cut line, that's what we need because we want to go next week and race for the win. And Hamlin got a little pep talk from his good buddy, Bill Murray. Yes, the one who gave one of the best commands ever just a moment ago. Bill Murray leaned in and said, hey, sorry I wasn't able to play in your golf tournament earlier this year. Normally, Bill Murray is at Denny Hamlin's golf tournament, but didn't make it a couple of weeks ago. So a little pep talk from Bill Murray. Starting on the pole position, Lee, I think Denny Hamlin feels pretty good about things in St. Louis today.
I hope so too, as the cars are making their way down pit road then. JT, we're getting set for the lap time soon. What are you expecting then? The final thought, before we go back to green flag wedding, what are you expecting in today's race? I'm expecting the chaos word to come into abundance as well here.
We've not even started and you've already mentioned it. Probably not the best idea, but we had a very quick 35 lap stage 1, stage 2 for the Xfinity. 45 laps, not long at all as the cars come down pit road for their check. So expect to blink and laps just disappear because, well, it happened yesterday and I expect it to happen today if we stay green.
45, 95 and 100. That's the distance on the board for today's stages. And Jack, the one thing about this pit lane here, it's incredibly narrow. It's not so bad in IndyCar, although Joseph Newgarden might disagree with me, but it is bad coming in as well for NASCAR. These big Gen 7 stock cars, it's very hard to navigate in and out of the pit box.
The track itself is quite narrow, to be honest with you. Not a lot of room for burnouts, as the cameraman found out last night in the Xfinity race, as he nearly got hit by Connor Zillage off topic rant coming in. Why do we still have cameramen on the racetrack? Burnouts. Why? We have drones, and drones, I've seen it used in the World Rallycross during the race. Drones look sick. They look amazing. Why can't we just use them?
Can Connor Zillage stop making memories after he's won a race?
Yeah, concussion.
It is, as we come
He's gonna hit a drone
now. One to go, the lights will turn off the pace car.
So I thought we were green this time by. That was miscommunication. I thought the pace car was coming in this time by. Yeah, go on, continue.
Yeah. I was actually at Ringwood Saturday as we crossed the line and we are on now one to go. There was a drone pilot there and we were chatting. He had a drone that could go 0 to 60
in 3.5?
In under a second.
Oh, right, okay.
Sorry, what?
That is insane.
0 to 60 in under a second.
Is now a bad time to mention that out of the entire team, I'm actually a licensed drone pilot?
Okay, I now know.
Quick police, we finally found him.
Yeah.
I am a licensed.
I now know not to go anywhere near you when you have a drone.
I don't own a drone, but I have a drone license. I got it when I was at university. But I have a drone license. I have flown a drone. I know how to fly a drone. So if ever you need to fly a drone, I'm your man. So we're getting ready.
Some vital information that I will definitely use when you are like over a 4-hour, probably 5-hour drive away from me. That's such vital information.
Very nice, very nice. Anyway, it's time for us to stop the negativity. It's time for us to enjoy the Illinois 300. As we come into the start procedure, 16 drivers still in the hunt for this year's championship. It's the second stage of the playoffs. It's Hamlin v Larson down to turn 1. Time to look to the gantry. The green flag is falling, and we go racing for the Illinois 300. And it's a great start coming from Denny Hamlin. He's got the outer line and will come down low alongside Kyle Larson in towards turn 1. Sweeping round the outside will come Ross Chastain to negotiate third position. Already we're going to see Chase Briscoe take the low line. So a weird start there where everybody was on the high line, came down low, everyone on the low line came down high. And again, we see Briscoe try and undercut the inside line of Ross Chastain, but it's a good first lap, JT. They've all managed to make it through safely.
Yeah, absolutely. Hamlin still leads, and it's Larson. Then it's side by side with Chastain on that outside line with the number 19 of Bisco down the inside. Then it's Ryan Blaney and Byron behind.
So back they come onto the backstretch towards turn 3 and 4. And Jack, already we're seeing the cars just getting used to it, just getting themselves rubbered in. They don't want to do any heroics just yet. It is only a 45 lap stage and no fuel in this one and no pit stops.
Yeah, as Briscoe just overtaking Ross Chastain, he's up into 3rd place. Briscoe seems to, in the second half of the year, really found his footing with the JGR team. Already taken multiple poles this year, multiple wins. And it looks like Blaney is closing down on Ross Chastain too. As the camera focuses on 2 other cars, I kind of want to see Blaney right now, personally.
Yeah, we're focusing in on the 21 of Josh Berry and the 23 of Bubba Wallace with Joey Logano. Not in his yellow livery, but he's in the Hunt Brothers Pizza green and red livery this weekend. He's running just behind them. Blaney has got ahead of Chastain as we move into battle cams now for the remainder as well of green flag running, as Logano's still in a little bit of danger, trying to find some information on the inside, and now through ahead. That's going to be a simple move for Bubba Wallace to get ahead of Josh Berry. He undercut him there, Jack, and he slipped back through. Oh, and Berry got twitched!
Yeah, look at that, Berry got way loose there.
How did he not go in the wall? He's cut back low out of 3, but that was almost in the wall.
Here he is to the inside of Bubba Wallace. Ty Gibbs, please do not attempt that. This is Gateway. It is not a 3-wide racetrack. Oh my goodness, he's going for it.
He's got on the inside of Austin Dillon and Shane Van Gisbergen as well. SVG's on the high line. They're still 3x3. SVG's pulled ahead. And now Austin Dillon's on the high line with Ty Gibbs on the low. Hamlin leads Larson at the moment. They've pulled out a second to Briscoe. And Chase Elliott looks like he's falling fast as well, JT. He's just got no traction. Oh, and SVG gets re-attacked by Ty Gibbs. Whoa! Ty Gibbs did not take any prisoners today, and SVG nearly got sent around, and now it's 3 wide into 1. Keselowski's coming in down low to make it with Austin Dillon in the middle line. SVG's going to hold that outside line. Here comes AJ Allmendinger as well, and that's going to be 3, become 4. Be very careful here, guys. You do not want to make a big one this early in the race. What do you make of this one, JT?
Well, we did go 4 wide once, I think, in the Xfinity yesterday, and I don't think they wrecked. I think they kind of worked it all out. As across the line, once more, Hamlin and Larson now breaking away from the main pack, but here comes JB Larson around the outside.
Yeah, she's in that middle lane here, which got developed during the IndyCar phase, and NASCAR sort of adopted as well when the Goodyears ran better. And still Larson now right in behind Hamlin, who's lifting and coasting a little bit through the corners. See how much speed Larson's got. He's on the outside line coming into 3 and 4. And Hamlin's got no traction. He's going to have him. He wall rides a little bit as Larson, but he takes the lead of the race over the control line. Hamlin on the low line now. It's Toyota versus Chevy, and the Chevy has been driven up to the high. Can he take the maximum delta at the exit of turn 2? Yes, he can. Fantastic move from Larson, who takes the lead of the race.
Good move there for Kyle Larson. He's already started to break away from that 11th progressive car, but Chase Briscoe is also catching up to this battle because, well, battling slows them down. Also, it's getting involved, Ryan Blaney.
So Larson leads pit road, Matty.
This morning I said, well, looks like the test information translated to this week, and he said, hey, don't congratulate me yet. There's a long way to go. But Steve, I think the key for Hendrick Motorsports yesterday, because yes, they have struggled on this type of track. There's no question about it. But yesterday, they had long run speed with this 5. So to get the lead this early from Denny Hamlin, that's got to be a great sign for that 5 team in Cliff Daniels and Kyle Larson.
Just want to quickly run in as well that former race car driver Eric Holmes is spotting for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. It had been Clayton Hughes for the last several races, so a new spotter in for Stenhouse, and that can only mean one thing. Not going to go well, is it? For the man who caused so many cautions.
Yeah. As now continuing to look at the number 5 car of Kyle Larson. He's broken away quite a lot.
Briscoe's closing in as well on Hamlin. So that battle for second place is on. How is Hamlin forward this fast? He's just getting no traction whatsoever on anything.
Toyotas at Gateway, they don't work.
No, they don't, do they? How on earth did Hamlin get the pole position as well? Then again, Briscoe is Toyota. Christopher Bell running in 6. All the Toyotas on the first page at the moment. Oh, no, they're not. Riley Herbst is on page 2. In 34th position on the board. So I'll take that statement back before I even attempt it. Hamlin's looking loose. That car, Jack, does not look dialed in at all. Hamlin's looking loose, he's looking slow, he's looking unsteady about where to push the car. To me, that does not look like it's a good run.
Yeah, doesn't look like a good car currently. He's already being chased down here by Chase Briscoe. Imagine being chased down by a driver named Chase. What a theory. I can't think of the word to use it, but whatever it is.
Well, you mentioned earlier on, Jack, about Bill Davis passing. NASCAR has just released a statement saying a championship-winning leader and owner, Bill Davis made a lasting mark on our sport through his passion and unwavering belief in the people around him. His teams celebrated some of NASCAR's most prestigious victories, including the Daytona 500 and the Southern 500. Bill was more than a competitor. He was a friend to all in the garage, respected for his kindness, generosity, and genuine love for racing. NASCAR extends its deepest condolences to his wife and business partner Gail, the Davis family, and Bill's many friends during this difficult time. That was a statement put out by NASCAR on their communications earlier on as well. Weird to think that he was gone, but lovely touching pre-race ceremonies, by the way, where they put it. I enjoyed that a lot. Robert says that Larson is his pick today. Want to move by Larson, says Nathan. Bob says howdy, howdy. Robert's been very kind, as I say, in that Diffie can't pronounce the R's and puts R on any words that rhymes with gear. Professional announcer as well going through. Missed the flames, didn't we? Actually, thinking about it, didn't see that during the pre-race ceremonies. Let's have a side.
USA got it. The international feed were on a different angle for it.
So, Kyle Larson leading this race by 1.6 seconds. It's lap 14 already of 2.26 to go. 2.25 now to go with this one. No cautions so far. We're looking to have a clean stage 1. Try and pick it up for stage 2, which runs to 95 laps. Now, last night, you surprised me, JT, with how good a race you had in the Xfinity Series. We see Bell go underneath Chastain at 1 and 2. But the Xfinity race yesterday was actually quite a blast. You and Matthew were enjoying yourself in the commentary box as Matthew took the US event feed. It was quite an interesting race. Nope.
Us mixer,
There we
hello.
Go. Works
there we
now.
go.
Hello.
I was pressing that button, and I was pressing it again. This a bus mixer sometimes is
unpredictable,
questionable, let's say. But yeah, it was a good race, and I was able to, well, I don't normally wake up after 5 hours of sleep and think, let's go to a racetrack.
And you did.
Well, because we always have plans to go to a racetrack on a Sunday after a Saturday night Xfinity race. It never happens, but it actually happened. I don't know why. Maybe it was just because. Then again, you would think that if it was a boring race, you would go to sleep easier.
Your mic's coming out. I can barely hear you now.
Hello!
That works. No, it's like there's a lot of hissing and it's like it's fading in and out.
I don't know what is up with my bus mixer. Ever since I switched from my laptop to this PC, I think a dial might have been switched.
Ah.
And I don't know what dial, but that doesn't answer anything because I took a photo of my bus mixer before I moved everything so that I could put it back to what it was if anything moved, and it hasn't.
You know those buttons at the top for the low cut? Is that switched on? Are they all pressed down?
They are pushed down, yes.
Oh, right, that's weird.
That is up. That is down.
It was better up.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you. Racing back underway. Lap 20 of 45.
JB telling me wrong information. How could you?
Well, to be fair, it must just your headset. Larson still by 3.5 seconds to Hamlin. Briscoe, Blaney, Bell. Just look how many. We've got 9 playoff drivers inside the top 9. That's just an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Larson leading. Jack, I hate to say it, but stage 1, yawn at the moment. That's always the way, isn't it, though, here, Gateway?
I'm expecting this to be not the most exciting, personally. Not a big Gateway fan myself.
Sorry,
Gateway. You're great, but...
I think I covered the race last year with you, JT, if I remember correctly.
I think you did, yes.
Yeah. Then did I have to go off to Laguna Seca because it didn't rain? Or is that somewhere else?
I can't remember.
It was in June, so we'll figure it out.
You're going to make me go to the 2024 broadcast chart, aren't you?
I am, but it is important to note that Gateway swapped its dates. So this date here is usually the IndyCar date, but we've gone back. Bubba Wallace.
Yesterday. Simple. You're doing good with what you got so far there, so stay with it. We'll get it soon up here.
And Kim, that comment is interesting from Bubba Wallace, saying it's no better than yesterday because after practice he told Charles tonight, I just don't know what direction to go with the car. They did make changes based on qualifying. We'll see how it plays out.
Marty, a free fall for Austin Dillon, who started 15th, now finds himself in the 27th position. Here's what he just told the team about the car.
But tell me how to drive. I'm driving a piece of doing all I can with it. Oh, man, I got you. Out of line.
And that was his response to the spotter telling him to drive harder into 3. This could be a hangover from their practice yesterday. Crew Chief Richard Boswell told me they underachieved in practice, overachieved in quals. Yesterday, he just didn't have the confidence to do anything, couldn't commit to throttle, no grip, just sliding around. They'll need to work on that race car.
Oh dear, so already bad news coming through as well. Driving a piece of bleak coming through it. JC.
It was the same weekend as IndyCar Detroit, but they didn't clash. What you are thinking of is when it was Laguna Seca for IndyCar.
Yep.
And that did clash with NASCAR at New Hampshire. Yes, the warm-up did.
Yeah.
The warm-up clash with
the race clash too.
Base.
Red flag came out.
Yeah, and then the end of the NASCAR race clash with the start of the IndyCar race.
Yeah, I had to drag Tom Dillon in at emergency last minute to be the co-commentator, and I had to message Tom Gaymore to tell him, look, we are going to have to use you in your brakes. So Tom knew that he was on, which is a weird situation to come through. That 26 though right now, everyone has held position. We've not had an overtake on this track. Are you ready for this? For 7 laps. That's a new one. Everyone being very well behaved out there at Gateway. There's 36 drivers out there, but we're about to hit that traffic because Kyle Larson is approaching Cody Ware. Go on.
Good news for the WEC. Looks like it stopped raining.
Caution's out!
Oh.
Spin out of turn 2. And unfortunately for Kyle Busch, he's going to reverse. Don't come onto the banking. But the caution comes out for the first time today. That looks like he's got no... Well, would he have flats down? Probably, but I think he just dropped it out of turn 2 on his own accord.
They tried to keep it green. They gave him a chance, but he wasn't able to take that chance. That's why we went yellow. Here is a replay. Flat tyres and brakes are problems here. He just lost it on his own, and around he went.
Too much power coming out of the exit, and then we go. Come on, get to the right camera angle.
Speed and power.
Don't work sometimes, do they? Come at the right time, though,
Weekly.
because with only 15 laps to go until we get the stage break, everyone can now come in, refuel, change tyres, and take a gamble to stay out during the caution break and then lead the race. So if I was the likes of Austin and Alex Bowman, and maybe even SVG running, well, 23, 26 and 27, I'd box.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do when the pits become open. Bush did slightly tap the barrier with his front, but very lightly. He was...
Depends on what line you run. Apparently that one's not a good one.
So that sounds okay. Go on.
Yeah, he was very...
Nonchalant.
He scrubbed off 99% of his speed. Just slightly tapped the safety barrier on the inside and he's front round.
So, caution is out as we wait to see what's going to happen next. As the 13 to go. It should be a quick yellow because there's no damage to the circuit. So, the pit road will open.
Now,
Go on.
the only lapped car is
Kyle
Kyle Busch. But the rule is in NASCAR, if you are the cause of the yellow, you are no longer eligible for the free pass. So if Kyle Busch stays the only lapped car, or stays the first of those lap cars, if there are multiple lap cars, then he will get the free pass next time round, which will be guaranteed at the end of stage 1, if not earlier. But with my curses yesterday, I'm going to end on that topic.
Won here 2 years ago. Winless for a long time is Kyle Busch. Last season was the first year he went without a win in the Premier Cup Series. But he did win in trucks. So, you know, he has had a win in his season.
Kyle lost.
Also won a Legends Cars race.
That counts as well. Yeah.
Your base leader, guys, has decided to head to pit road.
Let's head down there then and join them.
Cues try to work together. Easy to damage a race car, Dylan.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on here from a strategy and tire standpoint for William Byron. His feedback just was that he was looser on that run in and off the corner than they were in practice. A little bit tight in the center. Here's the 24 in for service, Kim.
As we talk about Tyler Reddick, he was a little confused on what he needed out of the race car. He said it might be a little too tight right now, but I kind of want to see how it goes, so don't look for major changes on that 45, Marty.
Kyle Larson with effusive praise for his race car, saying, man, we are really good. My only complaint, a little bit free on the entry of turn 3. You see a couple cars flash by. Larson in the 5 car, leaving pit road in a tight pit road exit with SVG as well.
Take evasive action there, and his 4.4 second lead evaporated with this first caution of the race.
We saw this last week. It looks to me like the 45 has a loose wheel. He stops in another Toyota teammate, the 11, to get it tightened up. Marty, is that the situation?
How about that heads up? Yes, Tyler Reddick had a little bit of time to come down pit road, pulled in the 11 pit stall. Great communication by the Toyota camp. Back with the finish of stage 1.
Will of course have that penalty, but that penalty is much better than going 2 laps down and being held for 2 laps. For that 45 car, we've seen that a lot this year, haven't we? Teams not tightening wheels up and never stopping in other teams' boxes. And well, it's been quite successful.
One way to look at it.
Yeah, because, well, you'd rather the best of 2 scenarios. There is 2 scenarios. You get held for 2 laps and members of your team get suspended, or you do that and you only have to go to the rear, which is a much better solution.
You drive a hard bargain. What do you do? What do you do? So, caution is out. We are 20 minutes into this race. And we're on lap 30 of 45 in stage 1. Getting ready to go again. And Dan's out of 10, it's going to be an interesting race. That shouldn't be a thing. Jack, what are you making stage 1?
What race? Just kind of innit?
It's building up. Stage 1's always going to be like this. I think the latter half stage 2, beginning stage 3.
Surprised Ty Gibbs was acting that aggressive that early, though.
That was foolish, tapping the back of S3G.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Nathan says in the chat, actually, he says that Carver should have stayed with JGR. I was told he got forced out, so I think he had a choice.
Replay the 45 Tyler Reddick on pit stop. What are we looking at here, pit road?
Well, hanging the tire, the front tire changer reaches back and drops the jack, which we have done. Let's listen in.
Stop in the box. Stop at the 23. Stop somewhere. Stop in the Toyota box. Stop. C11, C11, C11. Left rear, Nick. Help, left rear.
All right, so communication, stop at a Toyota box so they can help him. Tell them it's the left rear. Now, the 45 will have a penalty. That is pitting outside your box because you are literally getting service from another team, but much better than dragging a loose wheel onto the racetrack.
And that's the camaraderie you see in NASCAR, that they will help, and you sometimes see it in Formula 1, don't you, JT? But I'm going to have to hold you to that, because are we coming back to green flag running? Yes, we are. So here we go, then. Resumption of this stage. Are you ready? Green flag is out. We are racing once more. Down towards turn 1. Hamlin leading Briscoe. Blaney and Bell, Chastain and Cindric all coming in together. Look at Larson trying to go around the outside, making it 3 wide. He's making it look so easy. Around the outside, about 6 cars, and he's side by side now with Austin Cindric. Wonderful restart from Kyle Larson. You're right there, Jack. That was outrageous to be around the outside like that.
Why has he got the AI on easy mode?
He's back up. Look at that. He's battling now with Blaney. He's going to get ahead of Bell. And that's going to put him right back up there. Briscoe leads. Larson's back to 5th.
This is really showing the difference those pressure tyres are making, to be honest.
We've only done 33 laps, and the tyres are already destroyed, though. That's insane. How newer tyres are having this big of a factor to come into it. Wow.
Because there is Michael McDowell and Austin Cindric battling it out. I don't often see those two battling each other, but here they are. Can't see them now because they're focusing on. We got Larson and Blaney. I mistook Blaney for Logano for a second because I'm used to seeing that Pennzoil scheme on Logano's car.
Still running together a little bit as we now. Yeah, I am actually. It's throwing me the last couple of weeks having Blaney looking like that. As Briscoe going up a bit high. Hamlin's trying to come down low and take the inside line through 3 and 4, JT. And it's going to be a battle for stage points, which is still critical. Still zigzagging. 4 wide. The 24, the 23, the 71, and the 2. Down into turn 1. Make that nearly 5. They're running side by side by side. SVG. Ah, the 21's around.
Oh my goodness.
21's around with a broken rear bumper on there.
Double playoff drama 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. There he's at the bottom of the cusp here. And he should be able to get this. Oh, no, his day's done.
That's done.
His day is done. The front left tyre is trying to eat itself. It is literally haggling out, and he is drifting it around. He is out.
Now, I think we can all agree that something... Oh, we got tagged.
Elliott.
I'm not sure what that was.
43 got loose as well, actually. He ended up nearly towards the wall. But it's Chase Elliott who tags him around. Look, comes off the banking at 1, tags him, and was very lucky near. Did Logano get Was Logano out of position? Because I saw Logano have a twitch as well. Yeah, Logano saved it. Wow. Watch Logano. He has twitch, comes off the throttle and corrects the wheel. Well, he made it. That was very nice.
I think we could all agree that stuff needs to go in Berry's favour massively.
Needs to win
next week.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to end up in a must-win scenario next week at Bristol.
Don't take me out of the race, Dark. I can still race. He goes behind the wall, because you never know what's going to be needed. So, 9 to go, stage 1. Caution out again. As we wait to see.
Free pass. A free pass is Kyle Busch.
That saved his
Busch
bacon.
fans, it's not over yet.
Last to first challenge. Do you know, if I was Kyle Busch, I would box. I'd come in.
No.
Really?
I'd stay out, get fresh tyres at the start of the next stage, personally. That logically makes more sense to me. Then again, I'm not a race strategist. And neither are the people who seem to work at Ferrari.
JT, if Kyle boxed now and came into the pit lane, would he still be able to take the free pass?
There is a procedure for free passes to pit and lap pass to pit, yes.
So this should be... I would box if I was Kyle Busch, get on fresh tyres, everyone else would pit in the stage break, and shoot up the order, fresher tyres, or at least move up the order at the start of stage 2. It's one of those evenings where you're not quite sure what's going to happen next. Yes, he can. Lovely. Thank you, Robert, for that one. Barry's done. I love this totally, says Michael. Can't be fully turned off from actually watching it. Oh, dear. Hope everyone's enjoying it.
I have a point to bring up. Isn't Bristol one of Berry's better tracks in the Cup Series?
Yes, but unfortunately it's also one of the most dullest at the moment.
If he can be fast and then keep track position.
It's made worse that next week we're having to do it in the night for their Mandals. So, yeah, the likelihood is not going to be on our side. Still, we'll see what we can do. Seven to go in this stage, as we wait for our international viewers to rejoin up with USA. 7 to go here at Gateway for stage 1 of the Enjoy Illinois 300. So far we've had 2 cautions, one for Kyle Busch going around, he's continued, but Josh Berry, once again for the 2 weeks running, is now out of the race. Let's go down pit road.
Lap 1 of the first race of the playoffs, and just 36, 37 laps into the opening stage of the second race. This is what went down, turn 1.
Yeah, just 3 wide. And, you know, it doesn't take much on corner entry, Steve, to get a car rolling around. It's just really tight racing here.
Yeah, it looks to me like the 9, I don't know if he gets a little loose. There's definitely a correction. Up the track he goes, catches the 21, around the 21 goes. Nothing on purpose. Doesn't help Josh Berry feel any better about it because the damage is definitely done to his car. But this isn't the only time we're going to see this today. If they continue to run 2, 3, and 4 wide on restarts, people are going to make contact. There's just not that much space.
Josh Berry, the driver who locked himself in with victory in Las Vegas earlier in the year, this is what happened last week in Darlington. It was an extraordinary save by the 45 of Tyler Reddick after he got hit, but unfortunately things weren't too extraordinary for Josh Berry, so it has been really tough back-to-back weeks for the driver of the 21.
Yeah, when you come into the playoffs, you're just not expecting to be in 2 wrecks before the end of stage 1, right, in the first 2 races, and you get all fired up, and you can see right there how close the racing action is. And Josh Berry just comes out the loser.
Eric Jones says, thank you. I was able to skip through there and get away with that, following on from Legacy Motor Club's brilliant weekend last weekend. with both drivers in the top 5. So, we're almost finished. Stage 1, and it's Chase Briscoe at the front. And you'll notice, I meant to say this earlier too, when you see the pylon, not that one there, because that obviously says that he's already got the one win, but when you see the names surrounded either in blue to designate that they're playoff drivers, Briscoe's the only one surrounded by yellow, confirming that he is going through to the round of 12.
This caution did get Kyle Busch back in the lead lap from that earlier incident.
Coming to the
Now we'll have to
cheers.
see if the heat cycle has changed the tire advantage for Kyle Larson. You know, as his tires lost a little, have the older tires cooled off more, Marty?
Steve, 11th to 3rd in just a handful of laps for Kyle Larson, kind of using that high line and those fresher Goodyears to get to the front. But it's interesting, Steve, Cliff Daniels has already told Kyle Larson, hey, at the end of the stage, we're staying out. So for those who did pit at lap 29, can they two-stop the rest of this race and spend the minimum amount of time on pit road versus those who have 3 stops left in this race?
Well, there's only 4 laps on Kyle Larson's tires, and they're going to restart here with 4 to go. So 8 laps hard, 8 green flag laps on his tires at the end of the stage. Really no reason to come down and pit. Now what happens the rest of the race will really probably determine the number of yellows we see.
And 2 guys I'm watching really closely right here. Austin Cindric in 9th. He did not pit. He is on older tires.
Let's see how he restarts then. On turn 4, getting ready to go back to green flag running. Here we go, 4 laps to go to the restart. Look at the 23 though, rubbing up the tires. Briscoe high, Hamlin low, into the restart zone. The green flag falls, we're back to running. Great restart though, coming already from the 19, coming up high. Briscoe leads. Larson's going to take Hamlin. He's going to try and go up high and also take Briscoe. Can't do it. The 11 comes in. Little bit of a love tap with the 5. Bubba's looking further back as well with Chastain. They're running together. That might be a little bit of an issue. Bubba's on the low line. Chastain staying up high. SVG is giving some love taps to Cindric and now gets through as well. It's Constantinoing up further back as Cindric nearly goes into the wall. Here comes the 38 coming through as well to try and take some traction. Still in some position, still trying to find it as they come into the mid-pack. 3 to go in stage 1. As the field runs in together.
You see, that's the kind of bump that makes sense to do. That's for some vital stage points. That logically made sense to do, although I don't think Austin is going to be particularly pleased about this, because he hits him and then he hits him again.
2 to go in stage 1. Because that's looking further back as well now. Ty Gibbs dropping a little bit further back. He got held up on the high line, running 4 wide further back. Larson keeping up though with Briscoe. Yeehaw into 3 and 4. Look how close Larson's getting though, JT, as we take the 1 to go in stage 1.
Yeah, that was Busher and Gibbs battle
Whoa!
as well, as we just saw. Side by side.
Door to door, and Larson's going for it. Down low into 1. Briscoe keeps up high. Larson should get the traction here at the exit. He should be in position to just mosey on up. A little bit of a door bang with Briscoe. Briscoe stayed ahead. Larson now swaps to go high. Briscoe trying to find the line to take through 3 and 4. He's chosen the middle lane. Larson goes low. It's the run to the line. Stage 1 of the Enjoy Illinois 300 is won by Briscoe. Larson second, Hamlin third, Byron fourth, Blaney takes 5th, Wallace, Bell, Chastain, Zane Smith and Elliott takes the top 10. Not bad there, JT.
Yeah, Briscoe able to get some more playoff points as we are riding on board now with that Napa car of Chase Elliott. Here is a replay of Elliott and SVG getting a little bit contact in the outfall. And well, that was very close as Ty Gibbs is able to take advantage of that as well. Under caution here for the end of stage 1 for the Enjoy Illinois 300 for the NASCAR Cup Series. Your top 10 in that stage, well, 9 out of the 10 were playoff drivers. And, well, first was the number 19 of Briscoe. Then Carl Larson, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, your top 5. And then Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain.
Just cover for a minute.
Zane Smith already, Zane Smith in 9th. Your only non-playoff driver in the top 10 in that stage, and 10th. And the last of the stage points was the number 9 of Chase Elliott. So working lap 46, we've got 194 to go, 94 left in the stage. The second stage being 95 laps long, and the third stage being 100 laps long. Stats from Seth Eggert. That is Chase Briscoe's 9th career stage win in the NASCAR Cup Series as well. But that was an interesting end to stage 1, a little bit contacty at the end of stage 1, Jack.
Yeah. But I mean, turn the sound down, just gone up a lot. Yeah, a little bit feisty so far at the end of this stage. A little bit of contact from SVG, Elliott, and a bit more chaotic than I was expecting, in all honesty. Then again, I didn't watch the Xfinity race last night, so I don't really know. All I know is that Zilich won and there was a pile-up. That's all I really know about it. So
Yeah,
maybe I should have expected this.
Well, I believe we struggled to hear you over the fader because they've turned it up somewhere. So I will try to turn my fader up and speak a little bit louder so you can actually hear me over the top of the other fader. But it seems like the USA guys have hit something. But let's get ready to go down to pit road, as pit road is open for the drivers.
On pit road, that's really been the story of these playoffs, Dylan.
Christopher Bell, top left of the screen, will hit his marks. Reported earlier in the run, he was a half number free in the center of turns 1 and 2, but tight in the center of 3 and 4. They're going to opt to free him up here. They're going to be buried in traffic. They need some maneuverability, champ.
Top right, Chase Briscoe. Just the rear needs to be in the racetrack more, but he didn't want to get it too tight. Just can't lean on that right rear. Slight air pressure adjustment, Marty.
Ryan Blaney said entry is not too bad. I just need more rear security late in the run. Denny Hamlin, when the 5 car went by him, said, I don't have that much speed. And he said, quote, I'm maxed out. I need to be a little bit freer, especially late in the run. And you see all the cars leaving pit road, but a few stayed out, Lee.
So therefore the 5 have cut.
So, pit stops are complete as we are still under caution here now on lap 48 with 192 to go. So, on board with Chase Elliott, and it's an interesting pit cycle there. Race off pit road, by the way, if you want to keep track of it, it was the 19, then the 11, then the 20, then the 12, then the 1, then the 2, and then the 88 of Shane Van Gisbergen up a lot of places in that pit cycle. But the yellow still waves from the flag stand, so we will get ready to receive that 1 to go signal momentarily. Jack, thoughts on what you expect in stage 2?
More of the same, in all honesty. Also, for those wanting to watch the WEC, it has got going again. We are racing. It is still quite wet, though.
Yeah, and, well, I believe that is the first time they've actually gone green. because I believe
Really?
they started it. Well, they were green for around 30 seconds before they went officially safety car. But yes, that is now the first time they've gone green. They've been under safety car / red for 2 hours.
The racing looks good so far.
Yeah, in the wet, of course, at Dakota.
NASCAR didn't deal with that very well.
No, you can watch that alongside us here on JB Motorsports for the Lone Star Le Mans 6 hours at the Circuit of the Americas, the World Endurance Championship. So, cars crossing the line once more. The arch overlooking this worldwide technology raceway, WWTR for short, or just known as Gateway for simpler terms. Playoff drivers outside the top 10 in the stage. At the conclusion of the stage, Van Gisbergen was 12th, Logano was 15th, Cindric 17th, Bowman 18th, Reddick 21st, Dillon 26th, and Welberry 36th and officially out. Second week running that car has been out before the conclusion of stage 1. Info from Jeff Gluck. Chase Briscoe is the only driver to score any playoff points so far in the playoffs. Swept the stages last week, won the race, now wins stage 1 today. It has been a dream playoff start for that Toyota of Chase Briscoe, Jack.
Yeah. Oh,
and let's go down.
Brothers Racing and Motorcraft, Quick Lane, all our partners, everybody at Ford. Yeah, we'll just go to Bristol and try to do the best we can and put ourselves in position to race for a win, and that's really all we can do at this point.
Interesting. As the pace.
We're good.
The pace lights now off atop the pace car, and we are doubled up and getting ready to go. I think I can hear myself think now after that.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, after the chaoticness of the FX audio fader being turned up on the NASCAR side and it drowning us out.
Well, it wasn't drowning us out. On there's listening, we could hear it fine. It's that type of day with 4 hours to go.
We got absolutely deafened in the Discord, so we assumed it was the same for the YouTube.
I have no idea what's happening. Still, ready for...
Robert says Cindric's going to Supercars, by the way, for the season finale. Yes, he is. And I agree as well with him that he's probably going to get a rude awakening. Because those guys are aggressive.
Ready for stage 2 of the Enjoy Illinois 300. Larson, Byron, and now Bubba Wallace coming back up with Zane Smith in 4th. Out of the last corner. Ready for the restart. Watch the green flag box. Ready for 95 laps ahead of us. And stage 2 is go in Illinois. Green flag's out. Larson's on the high line. Now Bubba's going to try and come back through. Byron's getting a shove from Zane Smith. Coming up further back, there was Tyler Reddick. Busher in 9th position, pushing Logano in. They've all made it through cleanly so far, JT.
They have, and single file for the top 5. Down to the low side, that is Issues, I believe, for the 99. He's got back going, though, and making it 4 wide.
Yeah, a little bit messy coming into the first sector to try and come back through. And just dropping back. Bubba's trying to take second position away. That outside line does work.
Further back.
Okay, nice restart from everybody. JT, take it.
As on board with one of the Toyotas going around the outside of that 22 car of Joey Logano. That was, I believe, with Tyler Reddick. Yes, it was. There's Gibbs in front of him. Eric Jones gets involved, and Chase Elliott's just in front of him as well. As 95 laps we mentioned, we'll go across the line to start lap 10 of this stage now, which we do. With Larson in front, Bubba Wallace in second, 4 tenths the gap out in front. As Eric Jones looks to go up the inside of Chase Elliott. Gibbs looks to go up the inside of Vedic, but Vedic has got an absolute charge. He has caught back up to Jones. He looks to the inside. He decides to go around the outside, but he's got a slow Chase Elliott in the middle. Chase Elliott very loose in the middle line. And, well, that was very close to contact. And Chase Elliott very nearly hitting the wall on the exit of turn 4, Jack.
Hold on, just waiting for my screen to load. There we go, right. Reddick looks really quick right now, to be honest with you. He's going around the outside of people on restarts quite regularly. He's just behind Chase Elliott now. I don't think he'll be able to make a move here. Or is he about to prove me wrong? No, he is not. He can't make a move there. But he switches to the inside lane. But it doesn't look like he's moving up any further. He's currently sitting in 6th position.
Yeah, still single file. This is the top 5 we are looking at with Larson, Wallace, Byron, Zane Smith and Elliott, who had a little look around the outside of that 38 Ford car, but decides to go back into the slipstream. And single file. Zane Smith defends middle line. Chase Elliott stays down on the low side, but Zane Smith gets off and extends that gap a little bit more. All about managing the gaps, but Tyler Reddick on the inside of Chase Elliott, and that will be possibly a position lost for that number 9 car, still side by side down the backstretch. Now down in towards turn 3. Tyler Reddick still on the inside line. Chase Elliott now on the outside line, still side by side. Chase Elliott gets the drive off the corner and is able to take that position away from the 45 car. Now in towards turn 1, on board with Tyler Reddick. Down at the backstretch. Now in towards turn 3 with sticking on board with the 45 car. We watch Chase Elliott on the middle of the track, Zane Smith on the inside, but the updated top 6 with Reddick now. Since restart, biggest movers, Bell up 11, Cindric up 10, Reddick up 9, Briscoe also up 9, and Ryan Blaney in the 12 car plus 6 positions. This is, well, momentarily we were on board with the Joey Logano car, but we cut now to Chase Elliott, who has just gone around the outside of Zane Smith and taken that 4th place away from him. Meanwhile, we keep on this battle between Logano and Bowman. 3 wide, down in towards turn 1, and into the wall. We have a caution, and that is because Suarez has blown his front right, and, well, another car was involved in that. There was 3 cars involved in that. One of those cars who had smoke before the number 99 was that car, the 19 of Chase Briscoe.
And Briscoe was running in the lead of the race and was the winner of stage 1. We're only 15 laps in stage 2. Let's take a look at it again then. So watch coming out. Suarez is highlighted alongside Briscoe. Who's that further down? That's Bell. So Briscoe, oh, big blowout on the front. And
just locked up, didn't it?
He locked up coming in. Turn 1 is a heavy braking spot, as we were talking about how it narrows down. Just pushes Briscoe up high. Absolutely nothing that could be done on either side. And a rear slam. That shouldn't have done too much damage. Rear toe link, maybe. But yeah, okay. So, caution's out. Let's send it back down to the team at USA.
Sends him into the wall. That flat spot on the left front of the 19 will probably require a pit stop. Just made a good look. On board with Bell. You know, like, it's not like the 19 was going way faster than the 20, but obviously something upset the car enough where that left front locked up. And now with 80 or now 79 laps to go in the stage, this is kind of a fuel window to the end of stage 2. And for that reason, pit road becomes very busy. Another split decision. We're going to say that every time the caution comes out, I think.
So you got Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Ty Gibbs, Dylan Welsh is standing by.
Yeah, here's Joey Logano, first pit stall on pit road. He said he was four-wheel sliding through the corner in dirty air. Not a bad balance, just needs more grip for the 22, Kim.
Yeah, and you heard Chase Briscoe radio to the team. Definitely flat spotting the tires. We're going to need new ones. Left side tires only for our stage 1 winner. And something has gone awry there in the left rear. I don't know if they can't get the tire off. Marty.
Bubba Wallace has already left pit road as Chase Briscoe still fights trying to get that left rear tire on, and now they're going to go ahead and make a 4-tire call here for James Small and Chase Briscoe. Meanwhile, Bubba Wallace gave up all that track position at the front to come down pit road here. Steve, you mentioned it. Now just 78 to go in stage 2. In theory, you could be able to stretch it all the way to the end of stage 2, while those who stayed out still have to make a stop at this stage.
I like that strategy. I hate to think you have to pin under green, but we'll just have to see if the cautions come out.
Well, here now under caution for that incident between Chase Briscoe and Daniel Suarez, the number 19. And the 99, that incident in turn 2, they were 3 wide, but the stage 1 winner getting in trouble early in stage 2 here at Worldwide Technology Raceway Gateway for the Enjoy Illinois 300 for the second race of 3 for the round of 16 here in the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series race for the championship, where in November, for the final time, we head to Phoenix Raceway for that championship race before we head back to Homestead, Miami next year for all 3 championship series and all 3 national series. The trucks, the Xfinity will become the O'Reilly Auto Parts series, and of course the NASCAR Cup series. All 3 of the national series will have their championship races at Homestead, Miami. That was announced, I believe, last month, or it's been announced for quite a while now, maybe even 2 months ago, but single file under caution still. Let's give you a rundown of the order real quick for those listening alongside us and aren't able to view the screen because we do have radio partners as well. So it's Kyle Larson, followed by William Byron, Chase Elliott, Zane Smith, your first non-playoff car, in 4th. Then it's Tyler Reddick in 5th. Eric Jones, Carson Hocevar, and AJ Allmendinger. The next 3 cars not involved in the playoffs. Then Christopher Bell and SVG rounds out the top 10. Well, here is Briscoe. They originally went for only 2 tyres.
Walk up the left front, on the left rear. I can't tell with all the crew members in the way. I'm not sure if the tire wants to go on or they can't get it seated up against the drive pins or exactly what happens. And then we heard on the radio that would just change rights. That'll be under penalty. You can't change lefts first for a myriad of rules. But now that 19 comes back in, I'm guessing to top it off, which is a great idea because now they're going to probably commit to running all the way to the end of this stage again.
Correct, Steve. James told his driver, Chase Briscoe, if we top off now, we should be able to make it to the end of stage 2. No adjustments, though. Felt pretty good before he locked up those front tires and didn't have that big issue on pit road.
It won't make you feel better at the moment, but when you go back and look at last week, they're going to feel a little better knowing that they're already through because it'll take the pressure off. This restart should be crazy. We've seen 2 and 3 wide. Reddick has used the 3rd lane as onboarded Priest, that BuiltSubmarines.com camera. We've seen Larson run the 3rd lane.
The spotters all paid attention to that. The driver saw it as well, so expect more to try it.
Keep an eye on that 45.
Doubled up. Ready for the restart, JB?
Here we go again then, 20 and 95. Enjoy Illinois 300, keeping up with lap 65. Byron down low, Larson up high, into the restart zone. The green flag falls, we're racing once more. Now, keep the traction up better through 1 and 2. Look at SVG, already trying to go with AJ Allmendinger, and he bumps him once coming into the braking zone. Doesn't know that, but we've got Alex Bowman in the middle. 4 wide mid-corner. That becomes 5 as it evens out. SVG drops back several places. Bowman was just slitting through everywhere. Look at Hocevar. diving through the down low, Jack.
This is Carsten for you. Comes out of absolutely nowhere to take some positions. And that is 2 in 1. He's taken not only Zane Smith, but also Christopher Bell. Bell, you're not clear there, mate. And here goes Hocevar trying to get to the inside of Tyler Reddick. My 2 favorite. He doesn't get there. God, my 2 favorite drivers are battling. Please help me.
Well, look at the playoff bubble. Logano's +8. SVG is -8. Now 7 as it continues to change around. Suarez has gone to the garage for more work. And still they're all shoving in together, JT. So a smooth start so far in this second stage.
Yeah, absolutely. A smooth start for now. As currently below the cut line, that is Van Gisbergen, Bowman, Dillon and Berry. Of course, we knew Berry, but SVG, Bowman and Austin Dillon, your other 3. Above, Byron, Wallace, Elliott, Bell, Blaney, Chastain, Cindric and Logano, your other 12 contenders in the playoffs. Down to the inside, one of those playoff contenders, Byron, down the inside on another playoff contender of Reddick, and behind, well, it's another playoff contender of Christopher Bell. We've got 3 playoff contenders looking, possibly, they looked to go 3 wide in turns 3 to 4 as we continue round. They do go 3 wide at the exit of turn 2 down the backstretch. Bell very nearly gets into the rear left corner of Reddick as Christopher Bell, he started 8th, he's currently 5th, they are 3 wide. And it's Byron on the inside. Bell in the middle of the racetrack, Reddick on the outside line. Byron falls back, but Bell and Reddick still side by side. It's Bell on the inside line, Reddick on the high line. In towards turn 1, Byron thinks about going up the middle. He thinks against it, doesn't want to wreck the car. We are only in stage 2 and 25 laps into stage 2. We've still got 71.70 at the end of this lap in the stage, and then we've got another 100 after that. You do the maths, 170 laps to go in this race as we cross the line once more. So Tyler Reddick round the outside, he opts for that outside line. Bell opts for that inside line. Reddick is catching Bell down the backstretch, down in towards turn 3 once again. Bell inside, Reddick outside. We cut to the battle of the 22 and the 77. Logano and Hocevar, playoff driver versus non-playoff driver in Carson Hocevar side by side. Another playoff driver versus non-playoff driver. Denny Hamlin is down the inside of Zane Smith as we cut to the 88 of Shane Van Gisbergen in the WeatherTech car, who has Ryan Fries on his inside. Shane Van Gisbergen currently 25th place in the 3rd lowest running playoff car. Chase Briscoe and Austin Dillon below him as well, 28th and 32nd respectively, still side by side. Shane Van Gisbergen is with Ryan Fries. We look at the top 4. Tyler Reddick, who has bumped into Bubba Wallace, and it's Reddick in front of Bubba Wallace. Reddick now up to 4th. Reddick is gaining, but here comes the 23. Massive dive down to the inside for that 23 car. We cut away to a crew member. Brilliant TV direction there as we come across the line now. And, well, Reddick still completes and keeps that position, but Bubba Wallace, well, he didn't club that. He is having one more try in that Toyota Camry as we are on board looking back to the Tyler Reddick car as we hit 1 hour of race time here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Completed lap 29, about to be lap 30 of stage 2, lap 75 of this main race. Continuing on this battle with Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace down in towards turn 1. Exit of turn 2 now, as it is Reddick. Got 4 to 5 car lengths, but that gets closed up as Bubba Wallace launches in towards turn 3, tries to close that gap, tries to go to the inside, gets a little bit loose mid-corner, but he's able to keep it going where he wants it to go. And, well, up the inside once again at turn 1 is that 23 McDonald's car. Very nearly they touch bumpers. Down the backstretch we go. Bubba Wallace still trying to get past that 45 car. Started 14th, currently 5th, and the yellow is out. And, well, it's Ty Dillon. The number 10 car has
Ty
spun.
Dillon! Yeah, sorry, I am here, JT, by the way. I'm just sorting some things out as well. JT, you're right. Ty Dillon's gone around.
The 10.
Well, this is getting an energetic playoff. JT, would you rather me leave it?
SVG.
Yeah. Do you want me to leave it with
SVG's
USA?
reporting he's got a flat tyre.
Oh, not SVG too. JT, do you want me to leave it with USA? To give you a bit of a break.
I don't mind.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Ty Dillon's on there.
If you need.
Okay, well, let's head back to USA now, as we've got a flat tyre for Dillon as well, and you two fill in the brakes. I'll be back in shortly.
We're going to connect you to that stage.
And almost everybody in the field has found themselves mid-pack or backpack, have to work themselves through it. It's been chaotic so far.
AMR safety team on the spot, as fast as always. Let's see if we can decipher what happened to Ty Dillon here.
Yeah,
oh,
contact. Yeah, he just wasn't sure who that was.
His
That's
brother.
His brother, yeah. Well, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle with the 3 team today. Car has just been a handful. I'm sure he got down in the corner and just couldn't keep it on the bottom.
Let's have another look at it. Look to the top of your screen.
Yeah, he just gets to the bottom of the racetrack, gets loose, gets up there and unfortunately gets his brother. I've been there. It's a terrible feeling.
What was
You've
that
been there
conversation
specifically
like? Wrecking your brother? Hold on.
Yeah. What was that conversation like?
Oh, I got several stories. Mom and Dad didn't think it was so cool. I can tell you that.
He slid that right in. Like we weren't going to catch it. Let's listen in to what the driver of the 3 said.
Yeah, I'm f***ing loose. I would never want to do that. I f***ing just lost it. Back here driving all 3 of us. I'm so sorry.
Let's get Warburton on the line, Steve. Let's just see what the other side of this story's like.
I really don't think that we need to hear his side of it.
Well, you heard the sincerity in Austin's voice there. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, we
got
joke.
my hands full. We know that from the start of the race.
Yeah, we joke about it, but obviously he felt terrible about it, and Ty will know that. Ty will understand it, and he'll watch a replay, and he'll see it for his own eyes.
This is going to be a required decision, although a tough decision for the front cars. They're going to come in, put them on the right side of fuel, but as expected, a lot of cars stay out, as you said, Jeff. It's just everyone at some point today is going to seem to cycle their way to the back.
What a day it's been for Hendrick Motorsports, though, especially for Kyle Larson. He's led 52 laps. That's more than Hendrick has led here combined in the 3 previous visits to this racetrack. So super productive for the 5. As we work our way through the stops, Dylan Welsh kicks us off.
And good news for Christopher Bell. Wherever he restarts, there's confidence they can get back to the front. Right sides, he said he could be freer in 3 and 4, but about perfect in 1 and 2, Kim.
Slightly tight has been the complaint for Tyler Reddick. He said he's still half a number, so they'll make a slight air pressure adjustment, put 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel. Chase Elliott said it's turning good. I don't have much for you. Routine service for the 9 car, Marty.
Kim, another fork in the strategy road here in St. Louis. Kyle Larson said the car's just so good. Just a little bit free on the entry of 3. That's really his only complaint all day long, going with 4 fresh Goodyear tires here. 62 to go in the stage. All these cars who pit here clearly able to make it to the end of the stage.
Did you notice Reddick took off with the fuel can still attached? Watch this.
He does a nice job of not letting the fuel can slide out, so no penalty for the 45. Just a dangerous situation. Great job by that pit crew member kind of playing defense.
You're watching the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs presented by Golden Corral.
And under caution here for the Enjoy Illinois 300 here at Gateway and Worldwide Tech Technology Raceway. 5th caution of the day, 4th for incident. And it was the two Dylans, Austin Dillon getting into Ty Dillon and spinning him around. No free pass, by the way, is eligible. Suarez is still behind the wall in that number 99 car, being involved with Chase Briscoe in the previous caution we had. Also at turn 2, 3 of the 5 cautions we have been for incidents in turn 2, one of them for backstretch, and of course one of them being the stage 1 conclusion. Let's give you a rundown of the order. Under caution, it's lap 79 with 161 laps to go. Top 6 are all playoff drivers. It's Bubba Wallace, followed by Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney, with then 2 non-playoff drivers of John Hunter, Nima Czech and Brad Keselowski. Ross Chastain, a playoff driver in 9th, and then all non-playoff drivers, Chris Buescher 10th, Michael McDowell, first time we've mentioned him today, in 11th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Riley Hurst up 13th, Noah Gregson, Ryan Preece, Todd Gilliland, 13th, 14th, 15th and 16th. Then back to playoff drivers, 17th for Chase Briscoe, 18th for Bell, 19th for Elliott, 20th for Larson and 21st for Reddick. Then non-playoff drivers in 22nd, 23rd and 24th, that's Hothar Jones and Ty Gibbs. William Byron, a playoff driver, in 25th. Then Cole Custer, AJ Allmendinger and Zane Smith, non-playoff drivers in 26th, 27th, 28th. For playoff driver in the name of Shane Van Gisbergen in 29th. Justin Haley and Cody Ware outside of the playoffs are in 30th and 31st. The order brilliantly updates at the far end of the timing screen. We got the top 30 anyway.
Get better next weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway with 4
Back
different
to
series
USA.
racing: the Arca Menard Series, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and of course the Cup Series racing on Saturday night. So there's the layout for you. It's going to be busy.
Watch this right here.
Just like pit road.
Well, yeah, William Byron on the outside. Gibbs has to miss the 77. Contact with the left front fender of William Byron. You can see a little bit of damage, Steve. It doesn't look too bad, though.
Yeah, it looks to me like just some scuffed body work. Tire looks good. No damage at the bottom where that white little corner of the splitter is. I was reading the 24 radio. He doesn't even mention it. Oh, right, the decal's tore on the fender. That's what the spotter says. So they like our camera angle, but it's a really nice job by all 3 cars of kind of just getting on the brake. You know, 77 did all he could, the 54, the 24.
It's the most narrow pit road on the circuit. It's very tight.
There's a good spread there of various widths on the tracks that we race at.
How about Joey Logano? Where'd he come from?
Like this, if you put a position graph up of all these different cars, it is going to look like sound waves because it's forward, back, forward, 2 tires, 4 tires. It's total chaos. And I'll be honest, you know, depending on when the others come out, it's not obvious who's in the best position yet, right? Like, if this runs simple to the end, Wallace, Logano, Hamlin, they look great. Bowman, right? If there's another cycle, then Larson and those guys are going to cycle to the front. So you kind of just pick the roadmap and you hope a little bit that strategy comes your way.
Unfortunately for Trackhouse fans and Daniel Suarez, he has been seen and released from the infield medical center.
That's good to hear. He's been seen and released as well. We've got 159 laps to go here, so we're closing down, aren't we? And I will be back full time shortly.
Yeah, we are going green with 58 in the stage. Well, 158 to go in the main race and on lap 82. 5 lead changes, 4 different leaders we've had. And, well, let's see if we can get more on the tally as the pace car pulls off. JB, we are coming to the restart. Bubba Wallace is your control car on the outside line. Logano on his inside.
Pace car to pull off into the infield section and almost got taken out by Logano. Into the restart zone, green flag falls again, and for the 6th time today we go green flag racing at Gateway, down to turn 1. Look at Hamlin coming on the high line, and Bowman now taking the low. Gone 3 wide already, there's contact in the middle of the pack. They've all got through cleanly, but who is that I'm looking at? I think that is Keselowski. It was Keselowski. Ran into the back of Blaney coming out of turn 2, and they just did well to avoid that melee. Well, they've all calmed it down now through 3 and 4, and it is Bubba Wallace leading the race. Logano second, Hamlin third, Bowman fourth, Cindric fifth, Blaney in sixth, as they come across the line once more. And this is going to be the real interesting fight to see as Briscoe tries to make his way back through. Elliott's on the high line, Reddick in low, and then this is Byron on the restart, JT.
Yeah, watch that 24 car dive down to the inside. Little bit of contact there with, I believe that was the 77 of Class NASCAR. Yes, it was. And well, I think that's more scuffed paintwork for that 24 car.
And now see Hamlin side by side with Bowman again.
Yeah, this is back with live. Hamlin down the inside of that 48 car. This is for third place, and Hamlin has taken third place away from that 48 car.
Let's check to USA.
Down to green. He said that's the best thing about the Cup Series. Yeah, we had a rough week last week, but you get another chance to re-rack and go again the following week.
You have to have a short memory in this sport. If you let bad weekends drag you down, you're going to have a long career.
Here comes Chase Elliott in the Napa Chevy, looking for a way through.
Look at Reddick, still 3 wide top. He'll get to the outside of the 9.
Riley Herbst, Noah Gregson there. Reddick's trying to go around Gregson. Elliott's caught up in this pack. His teammate is right there with William Byron.
Oh. Wow, that was close.
Did Priest get into the wall? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Let's have a look at it.
It's 3 wide. Guys are aggressive today. Now that William Byron, yeah, I think Priest did get in the wall a little bit. I think the 9 was a little bit into the 24 there as well.
Alex Bowman at the top of the screen, now under attack from Blaney. 48 doing a nice job of trying to manufacture some success in this day. They qualified poorly, but they have cycled their way into the top 5. 53 laps to go, though. A lot of racing to figure it out.
Well, I think we've heard Dylan Welsh say 2 or 3 times so far in this race, Christopher Bell has made his way back. So let's hear it again. Christopher Bell has made his way up 10 positions since the restart. That JGR Toyota is flying today. And he's up to 9th, Dylan.
Yeah, this has been remarkable to watch. Every time he comes by us here in the front straightaway, it seems like he's 2 or 3 cars further ahead than he was. And that was by design. Adam Stevens came on the radio here on this restart and just said, hey, remember exactly what you did the last restart? They'd driven from 27th to about 20th and maybe 1 or 2 laps the last time, and he is on pace to do it again. The good news is, as hard as everybody thought it was going to be to pass, the 20 car has found a way. They are really strong.
He's doing this on 2 tires. He last pitted, I saw him put 2 tires on, and he was the only one on pit road on that stop that did put 2 on, and I was thinking, well, maybe they were going to regret that because really didn't, you know, possibly with everybody else doing 4, they really didn't gain anything by doing 2, but it certainly doesn't seem to be hurting them.
Sometimes, you know,
Yeah, and update on Shane Van Gisbergen. He has fallen all the way down to position 30. So his day not getting any better as we are continuing round battle for 4th. And that is Ross Chastain. Let's go down to Kim.
That stopped on lap 62, 2 took tires, and we heard Steve just talk about how taking 2 tires can make you tight. Well, that's exactly what Ross Chastain is feeling in the car. He's a tight center. In fact, tightest he's been all day. He is running in the top 8 right now, hoping to hold that spot. The goal for the team is to get stage points in both stages, as well as a top 10 finish. They earned stage points in stage 1. Right now on track to do it in stage 2 if they can hold on to that track position.
Yes, and the 48 and the 12, as now we cut to, well, we did cut away, but now we are back with that battle. And it is Bowman and Blaney. Blaney in the Menards Pennzoil car. The alley car belonging to that 48. And Blaney will look down to go to the inside. And, well, we look at the flyby cam. And up the inside, the number 9, Chase Elliott. On the inside of the 4. Now, Blaney pulls to the inside of Bowman. Blaney is able to get 4th place away. Vine Blaney up into 4th place. And Bowman falls down into 5th place. Back with Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin. Joey Logano currently in 2nd, Denny Hamlin in 3rd, but Denny Hamlin has caught up to that 22 car. If you want an update on the leader, it's currently Bubba Wallace and is leading by a 2nd to that battle of Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin, with Blaney, Bowman, Bell behind your top 6. John Hunter Nemechek, first time I believe we've mentioned him today, or of the 2nd, not mentioned him a lot. He's currently in 7th, the first of the non-playoff cars. Larson is on the inside of Sindvik. This is for 9th place, and Larson straight up the inside, turn 1, and takes that 9th position away. Side by side, this is Bell up the inside of Alex Bowman, and Bowman is going to drop another place. He lost one just now to Vine Blaney. He's now going to lose one to Christopher Bell as they go across the line. He is able to keep with the 20 car though. Down in towards turn 1. The 20 car gains and breaks away a little bit more. As down now the backstretch, stage 2, lap 51 of 95, 96 of 240 in the main race itself, as we are on board with the number 9 Napa car of Elliott. Now we cut back to Carl Larson, who is going up the inside of Ross Chastain. This is for 8th position. Chastain on the outside, Carl Larson on the inside exit of 2. And they are bumping down the backstretch in towards turn 3, and Carl Larson keeps that position. But here comes Austin Cindric. Ross Chastain could drop another position because here comes the number 2 car. Down the front stretch we go. Hello. In towards turn 1. Hello.
Sorry about that. Friend trapped. Had to help as well get locations. So that took a while. So 53 of 95 is stage 2. Bubba's still leading this one as I come into it. A couple of cautions in this stage, but nothing all so bad. It's quite an entertaining stretch and an entertaining race that we're seeing going off here right now tonight for the Enjoy Illinois 300. It's going to be a good factor.
Yeah, on board with Joey Logano in the Hunt Brothers Pizza 22 car. This is the car in 2nd place. Bubba Wallace, that gap extended by 3/10 of a second, nearly 4/10 of a second now, by the way, and it has extended even more by visual. We'll see what it is as he comes across the line. Bubba Wallace officially leads by 1.516 seconds. I was correct. It did increase by around 2/10.
It's getting time upon time again, isn't it, at the moment? Interesting factors going on right now. Still don't know what we're going to see next. This is a bizarre, strange, confusing race. Jack, what are you making of it so far as we're approaching, well, towards the end of stage 2?
better than I expected this stage, in all honesty. Not just the stage, but the race. The racing's definitely better than I was expecting. I was expecting passing to be very difficult, and while it does still appear to be difficult, it's nowhere near the level I was anticipating. Reminder that these guys are using the same tyre as they did at Iowa, which was... Who won Iowa? I actually completely forgotten.
Oh, it was a good race at Iowa, though, if I remember correctly. Who did win
It was a decent race, I think.
Was it Hamlin? I want to say Hamlin won it.
Completely forgotten. Someone in the chat, if you know this, please can you tell me who won Iowa?
Who?
I think... Hold on, let me have a look. Iowa.
Sure, it was William Byron.
Byron won Iowa?
2014.
Iowa was... You are correct, it was William Byron.
Well, he's only had 2 wins this season, so it's one of them. So there we go.
Yeah.
Nice shout back for JT there. The triple box now in screen up here on our camera screen.
I mean, it's not like I've been talking constantly for the past half an hour, Joshua Burt.
Well, it's not all the half hour, is it? Not a total half an hour. A factor of half an hour, yes, I'll admit.
Debatable. Most of the past half an hour because I was
Is that
relying
better?
on USA for pit reports. Hell, what's better?
I've turned the input sensitivity down. It changed on this thing.
I had to put you down at 50% user volume to not get deafened, by the way.
I have no idea what's going on with this stupid thing. It's because I'm not on our usual thing at the moment because the
volume's
changing. The MacBook is doing the 6 hours of WEC. Yeah. Why JT couldn't have produced this, I do not know. I forgot why.
You didn't ask me to. That is why.
I should have done. Then again, I'm glad I didn't because I've had to completely redesign the user interface again.
And I am glad you didn't because I do not want to be awake until 1 AM this morning to say that it is a Monday and it is college. But
well, how long's to go? 3 hours 26. Ferrari in a battle for the lead of the race. I'm at the 83 and the 51.
I shouldn't probably tell JB because he's going to put me on every single Sunday night race now. I don't have anything at college on a Monday.
Oh.
So
let's
every single Sunday night race will probably now go to me. Yeah.
So you're lucky next week there isn't one because it's on Saturday. After that, however, I'm delighted that you're taking... Oh, wait, New Hampshire's finishes at 11. You're lucky. You can have Kansas.
Those like Kyle Larson who pitted at lap 78. And Kyle Larson asked Cliff Daniels, did that last caution help or hurt us? Here was Daniels' answer.
For us to pit under green and take 4 tires and a full load of fuel, we would not have been able to stay on the lead lap ahead of the guys that had pitted. So it pretty much trapped us at that point. If it had gone green, I think we were going to be set up well for a scheduled 3-stop race. But the yellows flipped that.
Steve, crew chiefs always have to adjust on the fly, but here's the maybe side benefit that I think crew chiefs and people on pit road are starting to notice. You mentioned it a moment ago, Lee. Christopher Bell coming through the field, 19th to 4th since this restart, and Larson 20th to 7th since this restart on those fresh Goodyear tires. So are tires maybe a little more important than you thought they might be coming into the day, Steve?
I definitely think new tires, you could play offense. This is a track before where we've seen new tires really not go anywhere.
Yeah, and biggest movers since restart, Bell plus 15, Larson plus 13, Bush plus 11, Byron plus 10, and Tyler Reddick plus 8. Bubba Wallace, by the way, still out in front, and now extended 2.7 seconds. Has just been quietly going about it by himself, while Logano and Hamlin are battling it out for that second place, which we are seeing now. But the 20 of Christopher Bell has caught up to them, and Bell will go up the inside of Hamlin now in an aggressive car, is unable to get that position. So it's still Logano, Hamlin, Bell on track as your timing screen is displaying, but Bell goes to the low line once again. He will try to get the drive off of turn 4 to pull alongside that 11 car. He is a little bit too far back for now. 31 laps to go in stage 2. And now Denny Hamlin looking to go around the outside of Joey Logano. That was very close to the wall there for Denny Hamlin. Will he go high or will he go low in towards turn 3? He goes low, does the 11 cars. Logano stays high. Look at Christopher Bell trying to thread the needle in the middle. Isn't close enough though. It's still Logano, Hamlin and Bell battling it out in this 3-way fight. So, side by side, Hamlin and Bell. Not side by side anymore. It's still Logano, still Hamlin, still Bell in 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Bell will now go down to the inside of Denny Hamlin in turn 3 and turn 4, and out of the corner they main single file update on John Hunter Nemechek. He's down to 8th place, but still in that top 10 as well. The only non-playoff driver in the top 10. Bell attempts to go down the inside once again at turns 1 and 2. Now 29 to go in this stage. Ty Dillon is the only car a lap down, but now side by side, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano. Looks a bit more promising this move now. Hamlin has joined right to the rear of that 22 car. Larson has just moved ahead of Alex Bowman for 6th place. So Larson up to 6th, Bowman down to 7th. Still single file down the back stretch. Denny Hamlin will look to make a move. Never mind, here comes Christopher Bell straight up the inside. Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin stay high. That allows Chris Bell to go up the inside. Chris Bell gets the move done and moves into 3rd place. Hello, JB.
Good stuff so far. Yeah, just to update you, basically, our friends got lost. Bus cancelled, and now the phone's died. So the other friend that was with me in the commentary box, you might have seen, has gone to go find them. But we can't get in contact. So... yeah, going well, this, isn't it? Marty.
To make a pass that...
Sorry, I thought I was Marty. It's that's Junior coming through. Still, 27 to go in stage 2. Dare I say it, JT? Dare I say what I was going to say?
No, do not say it. I want to be out of here by 11, please.
That would be so nice. However, that means I'm still going to be 2 hours awake.
It probably won't happen, because the scheduled off-air time is midnight, and, well, we still got 100
Stage 3, yeah.
26 laps to go.
And...
maybe 11:30.
That is true, but also, oh, when you go to bed, you can turn the radar off. I'll turn it off on the stream that's going on right now. Yes, I'll have to send you this, but there's a whole new WEC her WEC browser because it got messed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it easier than the last one?
Yes, because I've actually designed it so that it should be a lot easier in terms of... it got messed up because you know how the width and height from the browser source?
Yeah.
It changed. So I've set it now so that it is all in one. So it's the same size across 2.
Nice. I have yet to set up... well, I set up my WEC controls. I just need to set up like all of the leaderboard changes because you can change how the leaderboard looks, can't you?
You can, yeah.
Like IMSA, yeah. So I need to set it up like IMSA.
I should just point out as well that we will be back in the commentary box for WEC for the last 2 races. We'll be doing part coverage of the 6 hours of Fuji, and we will also be on the final race of the year in Bahrain as well. So that's going to be a fun one to go through.
Yeah, of course. The 6 hours of Fuji for the World Endurance Championship on the same weekend and on the same day as all of the MotoGP races in Japan. So part coverage in between all of those sessions between all of the warm-ups for MotoGP, between the Moto3 Grand Prix, the Moto2 and the MotoGP Grand Prix. The MotoGP race is meant to finish around 7. Well, WEC is on for another 2 hours after that.
Yep, and that's where we will be covering. And then we'll go straight over to Aragon for World Superbikes as well, where I get to make my return to Superbikes because I've missed the last couple of rounds. I haven't been able to do it. And,
yes, because you've dumped it on me.
Dumped it on you, dumped it on me, World Feed and everything, yeah. We'll get that sorted. Oh, our timing graphics are wrong.
Oh, yeah? Well, while you sort that...
Sorted.
We have, that was quick, a
I
battle.
just had to press buttons.
Bell and Logano. Bell is still trying to look to get past Logano. Denny Hamlin, by the way, has dropped back 9/10 of a second. So he's fallen out of this battle.
Yeah, is Jack alive?
I am here.
Hello.
Just not been talking quite much. I'm quite tired, so trying to save my voice.
Save your voice, mate. Save your voice. We're fine. JT has not been on commentary. Well, he has actually. He did yesterday and today. That's all he's done. Omi's watching on the booth as well. Joe Samiego's here as well, as always, watching the race alongside.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe. Big Grid Tonight show coming up as well on Wednesday. A lot of silly season news coming as well. As, again, Logano just holding back in. Bell running P3. It's a nice, tight race. You can't fault it, can you, really? The cautions have sort of played in for pit stops quite nicely. We've yet to have green flag stops, which I think is an interesting call because it's not killing the strategy. It's just saving it all for a final stage, which could be great.
Yeah, absolutely. But then if we go multiple cautions of that, then it's all out of the window. We were talking about schedules.
Yes, go
on. Next week, of course, we are at Bristol, round of 10 for the NASCAR trucks, round of 12 for the NASCAR Xfinity. Their first playoff race. We had the the regular season final last night, and of course the final race for the round of 16 for the NASCAR Cup Series. All night races. We are green, and we get sent an estimated green flag time. And sometimes it is around that time, sometimes it is completely different. 1 AM BST, so 8 PM Eastern for the NASCAR trucks. Then 7:30 PM Eastern on Saturday morning / Friday night for Xfinity. That's midnight here in the UK. And once again, midnight, 7:30 Eastern. Saturday night, but that means, JB, that we are done here on the JB Motorsports Network at 2 PM on next Sunday.
I know. I'm very excited. I'm hoping I can maybe be able to go go-karting.
Nice. I am happy about next week's schedule because, well, as you can already see, I'm not here.
Yes, I noticed. However, you may say we are done. Would you care to look to Monday?
Yes, we are done at 2 PM for the Sunday, but on JB Motorsports 2 and JB Motorsports Twitch, we have the MotoGP Misano in-season test from 9 AM to 5 PM, a whole day's live coverage of that in-season test. And JB,
yes,
you know more about it, so what can we expect?
V4 engine for the Yamaha. We've got a private test tomorrow at Barcelona that has got no timings and no coverage, where Quartararo is going to get his first run on it. But we are going to have that V4 engine finally get used, so expect all eyes there. Ducati looking stronger. They're going to test their 26 engine, which is, they didn't go for an engine this year. Change, so this is a big step up there coming for their final year, and also it's the final year of regulations of this generation of bike, so it's the 1000cc era, so they're all just testing ready for next year, and then we'll eventually get going for when you drop down to 850cc.
Nice. Yeah, of course, next week, I've mentioned it many a times if you've been on the Xfinity broadcast and other broadcasts, it is the Bristol Formula 1 Stock Cars World Championship weekend. the overseas on the Friday night, the world final on the Saturday night at Kings Lynn, both at Kings Lynn. Then Sunday they head a little bit more south to Mildenhall for the World Masters. And, well, the booking list has come out, and I don't think I've told you yet. So, JB.
What?
They have released the booking lists, and they have only at the moment released the booking lists for the Dutch drivers. Guess how many Dutch drivers have booked in before they've even added the British drivers?
14.
53 Dutch drivers. 53 Dutch drivers, and, well, I must add, it's 53 drivers currently booked in, and I only realised tonight 52 Dutch drivers, 1 German licensed driver. That is before they've even added all of the British drivers.
Okay.
The world final currently has 103 booked in. We shall see what the World Masters brings, and that is only for the Brisker F1 stock cars. You also have the Brisker F2 stock cars World Masters as well. So 2 World Masters and the National Saloon stock cars. So, Omi, I expect to see you barrel rolling into a fence somewhere. Back to the on-track action. That's a inside JBEsports joke for this National Saloon Stock Car League, which I promise that we'll get going at some point. We've just been very busy with the in real life stuff, in the in real life motorsports side. Bubba Wallace, that gap has been maintained, by the way, JB, still around 2.7, 2.8 seconds. Logano still favouring that high line belt, still favouring that low line in the turns as they cross the line to start. 10 to go in the stage for them. Side by side is Blaney and Larson. Larson on the inside, Blaney on the outside. This is for 5th place. And now, down the backstretch, Blaney gets his nose ahead. Larson.
Oops, sorry, I can hear you there.
Now, yeah, Larson down in towards turn 3. Still side by side. Now, down the front stretch. Blaney in front of Larson. Larson will go down the inside, which he will do so now. He will slot back up. He gets a little loose. Larson gets a little bit of a slide. Larson now trying to get the side draft from that number 12 car of Ryan Blaney. Larson to the inside of turn 3.
Still trying to find it coming through. Not going to have an action
Blaney
point
should
coming
clear
through.
him.
Yeah, he's got him. Blaney's gone through. All your messages, JT, have just flown into me at once. Discord being Discord, I presume? Oh, Sheridan. Nice to. I just looked over at the other monitor. So, Blaney goes back ahead of Larson for 5th position as we are running out of laps of stage 2 of the Enjoy Illinois 300. Are we enjoying the Illinois 300?
Ethan?
Yeah. Larson back onto the inside. Don't rear hook him. Don't rear hook him. Larson was so close. Still door to door. Blaney's keeping his foot in it on the high line, coming in towards turn 1. Larson stays low. Blaney's got the speed though, and he drifts up high, sweeps back. That's a tremendous run from Blaney. He's got back ahead.
Larson has the advantage here in 3 and 4, but Blaney has it in 1 and 2. And as SVG and Allmendinger make some contact, Allmendinger's just there making his feelings known.
And that's around Ryan Blaney!
It did happen! It did happen! The thing we were expecting, they've come together and Ryan Blaney spun round. Now he should be able to get going. I don't think there'll be any punctures. But Larson has spun him around and the caution's come out.
Let's have a look at what happened. It's going to be a dive bomb, isn't it? It's going to be a dive bomb gone wrong.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what the idea was there from Kyle Larson.
Drama upon drama. Blaney comes down low. Larson comes up, rear hooks him. Exactly as we said not to do. He's done. Don't rear hook him.
Someone take the curse right there, JB.
Hook him. Yeah.
People, I don't think people are gonna like that from Carl Larson.
No, I'm agreeing with you there.
It was a reckless move that from Larson. I'm not quite sure why. Like, that was so clearly never going to work.
He was close to wrecking himself as well. Carl Larson, look how close he was. Right down, even onto the curving.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure what the idea was there.
Let's check in with USA.
I cannot come up with
Something
one other
looks
than...
wrong with that 5.
What are you looking at?
It was just bouncing quite a bit, going down the backstretch.
Oof. He says, I am being smart, just tell me where I need to line up.
Oh. Blaney's angry. Larson looks ill. Everyone feels it. Pit race on pit road.
Coming into pit road.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's go down.
Dear.
Well, it's come at the perfect time with 5 to go before the end of the stage.
So you're right where you're supposed to be. They never told me. I've been on trying to tell them, just stay calm here. Get to our pit stop, put tires on it.
Pit road.
Take it away, Dylan.
Well, Christopher Bell, top right of the screen, really happy with his race car, as you'd expect. Said he got a little bit free, but think it's pretty good. They'll change 4 tires and add fuel. Joey Logano, as we reported, didn't feel like he had enough turn on that run, and also lost rear security. His service already completed, Marty.
Bubba Wallace led 58 laps in stage 2. Very impressive run for him. Said the car was very good, maybe just a little bit too tight towards the end of the run. Denny Hamlin all the way at the very end of pit road. You see a big adjustment for Hamlin, who said the car was just too tight. Now all these teams have pitted at 62, waiting a little bit on fuel. But how about that? The 23 still gets those 4 tires. We'll see if they got enough fuel, though. He wins the race off pit road.
Really good effort by 2311 as we take you back and show you this. This will be much talked about. Larson, Blaney. Pictures tell the story.
And that, children, is how not to make a clean pass in the NASCAR Cup Series.
Do you know what I'm going to say? Agree with me or not, have we just experienced another Kenseth Logano starting?
No.
Really? I think we have.
That to me looked like, I'm going to be honest with you, this is going to be cynical from me, but it looked to me like Larson was just super frustrated at not being able to get past Blaney, went a dive bomb, and didn't really care if he took him out or not.
But that's exactly what Logano did to Kenseth.
That's what, I know. Kenseth just decided he'd take himself out in the process and pile drove him into a wall.
No, not the original, not the second, the first time.
Oh, do you mean
the beginning?
The Kansas incident?
I'm literally saying that this is the beginning. Again, have we just seen another Kenseth Logano beginning? You know, now.
Well, the thing is, I actually know what Kenseth was mad about in that incident. Not sorry, Kenseth. Logano was mad about because of Kenseth just blocking like an idiot, which I can kind of understand. I don't know if he needed to turn him, but I kind of get why Logano was frustrated because Kenseth was kind of blocking when he had a much slower car back in that race.
Michael McDowell, by the way, has been caught speeding on pit road and has been sent to the rear of the field. Larson hasn't said anything about the Blaney incident, by the way.
No, Blaney just said, you know, I am cool, I am calm, etc., etc.
He's been spending time with Ferrari. Just have to look past it and try to stay calm. Free pass, by the way. Cody Ware, who was 33rd. At the time of the caution, there was a race off of pit road. This is 4th down. 23-22 at 11-25, 1 and 42. That was your closest block, but let's go to the PQR screen real quick. And
what button's that?
Run you. It's a normal one.
There you go.
It's Brad Keselowski currently leading this one, and then your playoff drivers of Austin Dillon, Wallace, Logano, Hamlin, Bell, Larson, Chastain, John Hunter, Nemechek in 9th, and Austin Cindric rounding out your top 10. Playoff drivers, if you don't know already and you are new to us, firstly, hello. Playoff drivers are marked in the red square with the playoff drivers, as you see Josh Berry out for a second week running.
Let's go down to USA.
In a race that they were putting together so impressively after poor qualifying, doing everything right to give themselves a chance, evaporates. You see the dejection on their faces, the body language. That falls under one of those the 9-second pit stops. Stuff happens fast, but those are the mistakes that you just can't have 2 weeks in a row.
That's just a disaster. In position to get stage points.
We are coming up to a one-lap restart.
Look at the 3-car.
What? No.
One lap shootout for the end of the stage. Coming to the green. Keselowski, Brad Keselowski is your control car. What could go wrong?
Everything.
Green flag drops. Last stage is go now with the last lap turned. I can't believe this, because that's going to take it. He's got such a great restart over Austin Dillon and Bubba Wallace. Just trying to hold it in.
Oh, he went wide.
He's gone out wide, and that puts the 23 into the lead of the race. It's literally a one-lapper before the caution comes back out. Look at the 42. Bumping with the 20. Giving some draft up into 3. Bubba Wallace will take the green checkered flag and stage 2 of the Enjoy Illinois 300 as they all come across the line behind. It's Keselowski, Dillon, Wallace. Now it goes to Wallace, Keselowski, well, hang on. Wallace, Keselowski, Logano, Larson, Bell, Dillon, Hamlin, Elliott, Nemechek, Chastain, the top 10. And the caution's out again. This time for a stage break. 2 down, 1 to go. 100 laps remain at the Enjoy Illinois 300. Go on, Jack.
I've not got much for you right now. Just that Keselowski massively solved that.
Yeah. Went out too wide.
And
Didn't take it.
NASCAR Chasm said on Twitter something host of art about the Larson move. I was like, that is the type of move that host of art would do.
Sadly so, JT.
As a host of our fan.
What are you reckoning?
Alex Bowman had a slow stop. He restarted 27th in all of that. Went right down to the bottom. And, well, that is what could cost him his round of 12 place, is consistently these bad pit stops. That is, well, we had the first stage won by Chase Briscoe.
Who's Grace?
I don't know.
Is it amazing?
That was a mix of Chase and Grace. I don't know what happened there. It was Chase Briscoe's 9th stage win in the NASCAR Cup Series. That was also Bubba Wallace's 9th career stage win in the NASCAR Cup Series.
They could win stage 3, that could be a 9th stage win.
I do not have the sheets to tell me that. You probably do somewhere. You have the media stuff.
I do, but not on me, because everything's hooked up to the 3 hours to go race of World Endurance Championship that I'm having to cover until 1 AM in the morning, when all I want to do is sleep. I'm literally going to have a lying tomorrow.
Hashtag not my problem. Hashtag I still need to get up at a reasonable time tomorrow, so my sleep schedule does not collapse because I have to be up at
Don't
like 7:30.
I have to ask, have we got another race tomorrow? With what? With WR?
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Is it better than last week's?
It's Silverstone.
We do.
We've got 22 cars booked in for 20 slots.
Racing you in then. Is it a different host?
I don't know.
Oh, great. Let's go over and join USA.
Limited wings and new boneless wings. Only Golden Corral. Good crowd, and huge congrats to everybody involved in putting this race weekend on, because it's not only what's on the track, off the track as well. The Confluence Music Festival goes on. John Party, Ella Langley, country stars, they're playing after the race is over today. It's just been a fun day. The midway here has been packed ever since this morning. So wonderful to see so many NASCAR fans from the Midwest out enjoying Worldwide Technology Raceway. Let's go to pit lane.
And even though Brad Keselowski's not in the playoffs, still points positions to be raced for, and he's scored the 6th most points today. His feedback just free in and off on the corner in both ends and tight in the middle at both ends. So a little bit of work to do for the 6th. And Alex Bowman is back in as well. Didn't see exactly what they did there, but obviously they are buried here deep in the field. May just be trying to do a top off and do something different, Kim.
You see Chase Briscoe there on the bottom of your screen. He did come down during that 136 lap caution. They had trouble on the left rear during that caution. Then he took those couple laps of green. They felt like they had a loose wheel. They were going to bring him back down. So it's just been a lot of trouble there for the team all day long. Remember, they had an issue earlier on that left rear as well.
They had such a great weekend on pit road last weekend en route to winning the Southern 500. But when you win, that's why you get away with things like that. You've got that cushion.
Playoff drivers in stage 2, if you want to know where all the playoff drivers finished in stage 2. Bubba Wallace first, Joey Logano in 3rd, Carl Larson in 4th, Christopher Bell in 5th, Austin Dillon in 6th, Denny Hamlin in 7th, Chase Elliott in 8th, and Ross Chastain was in 10th. Outside of the top 10, Cindric 11th, Reddick 13th, Byron 14th, Blaney 17th after that incident with Carl Larson, Briscoe 18th, SVG 19th, Bowman down in 24th, and Josh Berry in 36th and out. And we shall wait for the order to refresh. But at the moment, I've got Bubba Wallace, Joe Logano, Carl Larson, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, your top 5.
So we are 96 to go. Let's see how quick they can get this one sorted out then. How long's a lap here? 33 seconds we've been having. 45 minutes. Can they behave? Will they behave?
No, it's NASCAR. They don't behave here.
Beautiful blue skies though. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Started this race slightly earlier than normal. I think next week it's 2 weeks time. It's really early. 6:30.
It's really slidey out there in the WEC race right now.
Got it on the other monitor.
Sliding all over the place.
Yeah, the rain's come back down heavy, isn't it? With 3 hours to go, and it's a lot of standing. It's a lot of standing water. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in the commentary box for that one though. I would not be enjoying it, as we have 2 hours 55 to go over there.
There's every chance that the cup race ends soon. Then
I'm going.
You said it now.
I'm going straight to my bed. I'm catching up with a couple of episodes of my favourite TV shows. I will end the WEC and I'm going to sleep.
And I can officially confirm that this race is a sellout. It did happen. We thought it was going to happen. Well, it has happened. A sellout here today at Gateway, and once again, the fans showing that they prefer ovals over street and road courses.
Drivers, start your engine!
That was Bill Murray earlier on.
The only Bill Murray. Did you ever think we'd see him do the command at a NASCAR Cup Series playoff race? Well, he gave out Jeff Burton the most challenging interview Jeff's ever done, right?
It was great. I enjoyed it.
He is a funny, funny man. And I think it's appropriate we go to the golf crazy Dale Jarrett, our Hall of Famer, on the Peacock pit box with Marty Snyder. Let's take it away after that, wherever you want to take it, DJ.
I think the best part, Lee, is that Bill Murray's still here at the track enjoying the racing, and he watched an unbelievable run by Bubba Wallace to win that stage, DJ. Isn't this the same Bubba Wallace who told us about a week and a half ago, the track I'm worried about in the playoffs is St. Louis? I mean, what an answer for that 23 team today.
Yeah, just incredible what confidence by a young driver can do for him and the team. Since he won that race at Indianapolis, this has been a different
different organization, different team, and a different driver getting the job done, I think that he has a great chance to win right here this afternoon. And real quick, DJ, you said in Countdown to Green, the driver you are most worried about is Joey Logano, and here he is in second. Can he pull it off, get the win, and advance to the round of 12? There's nobody else you would want in this position more if you're Paul Wolf and that team than Joey Logano getting the job done when it has to be done. Let's see what he can do. This is going to be a wild third stage, I can promise.
And we are under 1 to go. We are on the back stretch. And I can quickly run through points earned today. Larson 16, Wallace 15, Hamlin 12, Briscoe 10, Bell 10, Keselowski 9, Logano 8, Byron 7, Blaney 6, Austin Dillon 5. The blue is playoff drivers, yellow is drivers locked in, no border on Brad Keselowski, him not being in the playoffs. It's about time to get the third and final stage underway. The pace car pulls off pit road. JB, take him away. It's Bubba Wallace on the outside line, your patrol car.
Second time today, we have the 23 and the 22 alongside each other for a restart. Here we go again, and they're still bumping. Wallace hits Logano before we even start. Green flag running. Stage 3 is underway, and Bubba Wallace storms through to take it at the front. And round the outside, Larson takes second. Logano's dropped back several places. We are 5 wide further back. Now it becomes still 3 wide as they all try and hold themselves into positions down towards turn 3 and 4. Looking to be an okay restart. It's Wallace who leads the race. Logano, Larson, Bell. Oh, hello. Yep, Hosevar's going up again, Jack.
Yeah, I think he got caught by maybe was that SVG that got into him there. Not 100% sure. He is now behind SVG. Is he going to give a little bit back? He's sent it down the inside as SVG goes up the track now, and Hosevar makes the position straight back up. Up into, I'm not sure what position, to be quite honest.
It's 18th on the running order at the moment. JT as he comes. Oh, debris! Is this going to throw a yellow? There's debris on the side of the track. That's from Chase Elliott. Is that the bumper grill or something coming underneath from underneath? Well, it's on the backstretch.
Put it out. Debris backstretch.
Yeah. Well, debris on the backstretch would equal the full course yellow coming out once again. And it's drifted right into the centre of the stage. Now, who's that come off? Is that a barge board or is it a... What is that? It's a splitter, isn't it, JT?
I have no idea.
Could it be?
What is
Let's
that?
see what this mystery piece is.
Come on, now it's a mystery. Let's see it. Brake marker, perhaps? Billboard? I see a 2.
It's a brake marker.
I don't see a 3. Normally it starts at 3.
It's a brake marker. I don't believe it. Has a brake marker come off the board? Yes, it has.
It's the 1.
The 100-meter board has come off, and it's blown onto the circuit. I've seen this happen in Formula 1 in Saudi Arabia. We had the 100-meter board break off, and it caused a red flag. And now I've got a caution coming out because it's drifted onto the circuit. They're going to have to check all of them now as well, so that's going to be an annoyance. Caution's out.
Just asking for a friend.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, see, the 3 was there earlier in the week, and it had to be removed because it was becoming loose. Now the 1's gone. I hope you're not using them because they're disappearing on you quickly.
Well, you know, that is a point, Steve, is that if you're a driver, not every driver uses marks, but if you're a guy that uses visuals and you like your braking zones and they're being removed or moved, that could have a bearing on how you drive your race car.
Did you use them?
Not on ovals. I used them on road courses. I needed all the help I could on road courses.
Are you going up or down with the 1 here? What is going on?
Give them a little time. Be patient.
Well, under caution here for debris.
Okay.
Who has let Marty Snyder on the drum kit? Anyway, top 10, Wallace, Larson, Logano, Hamlin, Bell, Nemechek, Cindric, Elliott, Byron, Chastain.
I'd much rather send Joey Jordison on the drum to myself. He's the drummer for Slipknot, or was the drummer for Slipknot.
Oh, that's a good beat. Oh, nice rhythm.
Anyway,
I like
what would
a little
be a
faster,
good
but-
beat is for this NASCAR race to go green very soon, so we can get out of here at a reasonable time. Thank you very much.
You won't believe this, by the way.
Go on.
Apparently NASCAR spent all that time under caution, the stage caution, fixing that board, and it fell off literally immediately. That is some NASCAR stuff right there.
Get more duct tape!
I agree. Duct tape's the answer to everything.
This wet race, by the way, is worse now than it was when they red flagged it about an hour and a half ago. 2 hours ago, actually, they red flagged it. It's worse now. Right.
Stage 3 only just got going before we went back under caution due to some debris on the racetrack. And there's just 89 laps to go.
By the way, guys, if this was Formula 1, we'd been in a red flag right now. I can't even see the cars coming down towards me at the braking zone on the back straight in the wet race right now. It is so bad right now.
You're saying that it's a wet race? That could not get confusing at all, could it?
It's a wet race. Yes.
Yes, that.
A wet race.
It's a wet race at Colour.
Did I just see something that I don't think my eyes have ever seen before? Was that a clean pit stop for Alex Bowman?
I think it was. There wasn't any problems there as it came out of pit lane. I'm surprised.
And now watch him get caught for speeding or something.
Finishes the 48.
Alex Bowman to
do
the
all they can as well, and I have to hand it to Blake Harris and Alex Bowman. I know they haven't had the cars that they wanted at Darlington. They've had some pit road woes, but all the public comments have been positive, putting the right foot forward. You talked about what Bowman had to say this week. They are.
Yep.
They are appreciating their opportunity in the playoffs, even though it hasn't gone to plan. They are continuing to keep swinging at it. Got to remember how emotional it had to be for this team to see the checkered flag at the Roval last year advancing, and then having an issue in post-race inspection with car weight, just something you would never expect to happen. That's what eliminated them. It wasn't an on-track thing. Now, look, they were outside the rules, and I'm okay with all of that, but that is an emotional, that has an emotional kind of pain on a race team that it didn't even happen on the racetrack. It happened in inspection.
And it's been tough because when you drive for Hendrick Motorsports, you're expected to be in the playoffs, and he was the last one to make the playoffs this year. It was really nervous. It was like, remember, he was out of that Daytona race and had to watch from the motorhome, from the hauler actually, to see if he was actually going to make it. So it's been tough slogging for the 48 crew, but they are still hanging in there and still swinging and doing what they can as we bring you the Xfinity fastest laps. Denny Hamlin has the quickest one so far today over Kyle Larson and race leader Bubba Wallace.
I think that's what makes this time of year, you mentioned it, so much fun, is if you drive for Hendrick Motorsports. I can't say firsthand. I worked at Hendrick, so I could say firsthand there, but I assume at Joe Gibbs Racing, I would assume the same thing at Team Penske. Those owners are giving their race teams everything they know how to give them to perform. So you as a person, Diff, you really feel like it's all on you, right? You have to lead the team or drive the car or change the tires or run the engineering, whatever your position is. You have all the parts and pieces. That's why the pressure of the playoffs are so real.
It's been an unreal day, Marty, for Bubba Wallace and the 23 McDonald's Toyota Camry. 72 laps Bubba's been out in front for today.
Yeah, the most tonight is his crew chief. What's impressed you most about your driver this afternoon, Charles?
Well, he's just been steadfast the whole time, and we've managed to get ourselves up to the front. Bubba's doing great. The McDonald's Toyota Camry is really good. We've got a lot of racing left to go, though, and still a lot of puzzles, pieces to put together here to get to the end of this thing.
Real quick, you told me you didn't get it full on the last stop, so what's the strategy plan from here?
Yeah, everybody, I think, is on schedule for the fuel that they wanted to play out, so we're fine for another stop at the end of the race, but just got to execute everything just right.
So, Lee, they have the track position. Can they hang on to it? Bubba Wallace with such an impressive day here.
Yeah, and, a little bit of fun on the John Hunter Nemechek radio as well. Boom. They did it a little bit early, didn't they?
Yeah, they can never get it right, can they?
Anyway, jokes are happening on the 42 channel. All right, what do you call a happy cowboy? John Hunter Nemechek. I don't know. a jolly rancher. Oh dear. John Hunter Nemechek. That's pretty good. You looked that up on the internet? No, it just came to me. Amazing.
You looked that up on the internet.
They've actually gaffer taped it, guys.
Have they?
Yes, they have.
34 has pitted on a closed pit road tail of the field. We are coming to the restart once more.
Once again, it's Wallace and Logano. They're going to make a little bit of love tap this time. Yes, they do. Bubba tries to push Logano, but Hamlin's not stopping around this time. He forces Logano to take the lead of the race and then goes up high to try and swing round the outside, coming into 1 and 2. They both drift up high. Hamlin tries to come down low. Nemechek's right there as well to try and capitalise to take over 3rd position. Fantastic restart here with 85 laps to go, and Hamlin's gone down low in towards turn number 3. Can he get the traction to come uphill? Yes, caution's out again. It's E88. SVG around, hits the wall, and a playoff driver again in trouble. Should be able to restart it and get going with minimal damage, but SVG is spun round. Caution again, JT.
He was already under that cut-off, and now that will put him even further away. But cautions, it seems like cautions are feeding cautions here. As SVG gets back going. Here is a replay of SVG to your far left of the screen.
Oh, he got loose already, and Reddick's alongside him. Reddick, for the 2nd week running, has an amazing escape. What is it with Tyler Reddick? Did it at Darlington, does it here at Gateway. Look at this, 2nd week running. SVG gets loose, and somehow the 45 survives.
Yeah, absolutely.
One get into the one in front of him.
Here's what I was going to mention. Bubba Wallace either missed a gear or spun his tyres because, well, he just dropped.
Did not go anywhere, did he?
He didn't go anywhere, did he?
Completely downtrodden. Didn't sound like it, did it?
Stuck in gear, says Bubba Wallace. Stuck in gear.
You can hear it revving up.
That stacked up that, and look at the avoidance of Ryan Blaney behind. He said on his radio that was almost big. But yeah, Ryan Blaney was able to gain a couple of places. I wonder if we can see that Ryan Blaney again. And here comes Bubba Wallace down to pit road with Carl Larson.
Good up it road, Marty.
Go, and then he said to Charles Knight, please apologize to the 5 team for me. So 83 laps to go here. This is on the very edge of the fuel window, but close enough that everybody's going to come down to pit road, these leaders, and make stops trying to get to the end of the race here. Kim?
Yeah, including Austin Cindric. He really said the car is good. I just need track position. The call sounds like it will be 2 tires. He has one of the best fuelers on pit road. Andrew Lackey will have to watch as he engages there, and then it continues to fuel that thing as they take off. Marty, Austin Cindric in his box right now.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace has had really no complaints about the car. So Charles Knight going with fuel only here for Bubba Wallace. Again, 82 to go. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson is going to go 2 tires. Cliff Daniels with that call here, and you see also SVG coming down pit road. 82 laps would be a stretch to make it to the end, but they're going to try and make it happen.
Think about Bowman, who pitted a stop ago. This kind of cycles him forward. Good break for the 48.
Look at this. Down in turn 3, William Byron with a lucky escape. Reddick with a lucky escape. SVG, not so much.
This is our 9th caution of the night. We've done more caution laps in stage 3 than green flag laps, by the way.
Yeah, and overall at green 116, 42 yellow laps now, about to come 43 yellow laps. This stint, we ended caution on our last lap of caution was 139. Then we had a first lap of caution for 142, so it came out on lap 141.
Oh, Omi's gone.
Then it went away on lap 147, and then it came back on lap 150. Then it went away on lap 155, and it came out on lap 156.
It's all up in the air at the moment, isn't it?
Yes, we have had it. This is our 4th caution back-to-back. 3 of them for cause. 1 of them was, of course, the stage 2 conclusion, which we are still under caution for SVG's spin in turn 4. 81 laps to go. We are working at lap 160. And it's currently Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano, your top 2, with John Hunter Nemechek, Chase Elliott in 4th. Then it's Chris Buescher, Ty Gibbs in 5th and 6th. Christopher Bell in 7th, Dane Smith in 8th. Ryan Blaney is up to 9th after his incident with Kyle Larson, who is heading down pit road once more. Is this under a closed pit road, or what is the issue here? Do we have audio?
We do.
Is down. What happens is if a roof flap comes up, it pulls a pin and that flap drops. You see how it's kind of opened up. That's to help a car stay on the ground, and the crew member is going to come over and he's going to push it up, and it should kind of reset into place. But watch this. He pushes and pushes, and I don't know if the mechanism that locks that in place is broken, and if they're able to get it or not, it messes with it some more. I don't know if they ever get it completely fixed. What are you hearing, Marty?
Yes, Steve. So first of all, let's get out of the way the advantages here. Cliff Daniels just told Kyle Larson, I think we can probably make it here, and the other guys might be a little bit short. They did put on left side tires, but here's the thing, Steve. The roof flaps never deployed on the 5 car, as far as I can tell, as far as what the team can tell me. So the roof flaps never deployed, but that rear diffuser did deploy. So I don't know where the team goes with that from here, but that is the case of what's happened with Kyle Larson. That's the reason for the second stop.
It looks to me that right.
Counts for that. JT said that a couple of laps ago. He said something's not right with the rear of that car, and he got it. You got it spot on.
I said that around. Well, I said that probably around half an hour ago. That it looked like it was bouncing a bit, which it was interesting. After he had that little bit of contact, but that was being reset. We are once again doubled up, JB, so it's time to go back green for the 10th time today. Pace car to pit road. Hamlin and Logano, your front row. Hamlin is your control car outside line.
Logano down low, restart zone, green flag to fly. Everyone goes running this time by. 10th time today, we go green in Illinois. Look at everyone trying to go to the
Hamlin.
Yeah, but looking further back as well. Briscoe got caught out massively. And now they're all drifting. We've got 3, 4 wide. Coming into turn 1. That's going to end in tears. Scrubbing the wall was Chastain. They're all desperately trying to keep in together. This is going to end in tears. 3, look at there, yeah, look, 23's dropped back massively towards the back of the field now. So it's save for Bubba Wallace. He's got 82 laps. He wants to do it all on one fuel stop. And that's possible, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah,
still 4 wide contact.
Yep, and that was nearly a caution.
That was SVG getting involved again. He had all of the smoke. That was getting involved. That was SVG and Carson Hocevar, who were the 2 hitting. And you are on battle screen, JB, because okay, you're back.
I lost pictures as well.
I was going to turn mine on.
I have to. We've lost TV pictures. Yeah, we've lost TV pictures up here in the comms box, which is fantastic. We lost it earlier on today, actually, as well, due to a similar thing. As well, where we had a problem. JT's managed to get us back on with pictures side by side as the action comes in. 3 wide still as the 17 getting sent out by Bell. So Hocevar's getting forced up the road and brushes the wall. Buescher, sorry, he's getting sent up the wall, brushing into it as well by Bell. Back with us now.
Yeah, 2 wide, and well, here comes Blaney around the outside of Bell. And this pack of 4 getting interesting indeed. Buescher in the middle of all of this, but Bell and Blaney side by side behind him.
Still coming in side by side. It's just a little drift. Oh, look at Bell getting such traction on the low line, coming out of 1 and 2. Drifts up alongside the 17 of Buescher.
Isn't able to get enough power though. He's able to close that gap, and now down on the inside into turn 3. He will try to brake later than the 17 car, and that is how he will get ahead for now. Busher very nearly gets into the rear right corner, which then gets him a little loose, very nearly a contact into the wall.
So look at the cut-off point. SVG 16 points behind at the moment, but he's the first one below the cut-off line. It's getting tense, isn't it? 4 go next week, let's not forget.
Absolutely. I need to look at the resolution and the aspect ratio of my TV, because all of those graphics on the far right-hand side, I don't see.
Speaking of which...
Yes?
Our timing monitor's just blown up here in the commentary box.
Okay, so, as you saw that, it is Ty Gibbs on the inside of John Hunter-Nemechek. I've got audio as well if we need to go to world feed, so it's all good.
I just lost the driver track, that was it. I've got it back now. Just for some reason...
Not as bad as what it sounded like it was.
Well, no, because for some reason the map book looked like it went to 2 pages.
Ah.
Like it halved on the screen and sort of mirrored back on itself.
Well, Hamlin still in front of Logano. Chase Elliott now up into 3rd. Ty Gibson, Hunter-Nemechek. Bell and Blaney still battling it out. 7/10 that gap has increased to now. They were side by side last time around, so something has happened between those two of the 20 and the 12, with now 72 laps remaining.
Look at the side-by-side action as Bubba coming back up through the field as well.
Trying to do it either, you know.
Good advice from Paul Wolf.
Burn your stuff up behind them. That's a 50, 30s behind, gap 7.
I'm either going to go try to run him down and burn my stuff up or not.
Let's say Junior earlier on. Junior's not on the broadcast anymore. I miss Junior. Bring him back.
Because Kyle Larson's made up 7 positions since the restart.
Yeah, and the one thing Cliff Daniels did tell Kyle Larson, he said, listen, I think we're done pitting. I don't think a lot of cars are done pitting. A number of them will have to come down pit road. Steve, what happened? I talked to Jesse Saunders, the car chief. He said on that restart, when Bubba Wallace couldn't get it out of gear, Kyle Larson was hit from behind. That bent the tab down that holds that rear diffuser. He had to bend that back into place, but it is secure now, so Larson is good to go and might be done stopping for the day as well.
That makes sense to me because, as you pointed out, Marty, the roof flap never came up, so the pin didn't get kind of deployed, allowing the diffuser flap to drop. It's actually damage on the restart. Let's take a look at it. You're on board with the 20 right here, so the stack-up's going to happen.
Remember that stack-up was caused by Bubba Wallace being stuck in gear.
Yeah, and everyone just Constantine at JT, so everyone on the inside line had a better run.
Yeah, and that is probably what damaged that rear diffuser that, and activated that, but not the roof flaps. Update on Tyler Reddick, by the way. He says that his left front tyre is locking up solid.
Go on, Jack. I thought Jack was going to say something there.
I've got nothing to say at the moment.
As we continue round, it's Allman doing up as well in the 16 car with Haley and Larson, who is trying to get around these two. Larson now around the outside of the 7. The 7, of course, had to start from the rear for a steering back adjustment. Lap 173 of 240 of this Enjoy Illinois 300 as we look at 3 leaders. Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott has caught up and closed that gap to 2nd place.
Still closing in once more as the battery of this race will continue to go on. I think everyone is just finding out, JT, that this is going to be a smoother end to the race than we thought.
Yeah, absolutely. We've broken out of the caution speed
Yeah.
caution. We've had a little bit of a green flag in here. As continuing round now down in towards turn 3. Hamlin again opted for the outside line, but we cut to Gibbs and Christopher Bell. This is battle for fourth. Bell gets the inside line. Bell then dives up aggressively to block the 54 of Gibbs. Bell up into fourth place. Here comes Gibbs back down on the inside, tries to fight back. This is a non-playoff driver battling with a playoff driver, but back out in front. That gap between first and second has extended once more.
I'm trying to derail the conversation, but has anybody actually checked on Amazon Prime at the moment? Because everything's really cheap.
3 wide.
Sorry, yeah, 3 wide.
With Hurst, Zane Smith, Bubba Wallace and William Byron, as Byron is pushing Zane Smith and now has become side by side. Will Byron go up the middle to make it 3 wide once again? He looks, he very nearly spins the 38 round with the contact. Up the inside still is Byron, trying to get past that 38 car of Zane Smith. Bubba Wallace has gained a little bit of time and now will look to go up the inside of the 35. Washes up, very nearly hits that 35. That was very nearly a deja vu of Larson Blaney. Zane Smith gets loose in turn 4, very nearly goes round. This is a caution waiting to happen.
They are now in the let's try and save as much fuel as we can, whilst actually burning all our tyres as we can. It's
but
just
no,
getting
I
ridiculous.
have not seen Aviston fine for your
No,
for your
I just
question.
got thingied loads of deals, and I came up and I was like, headsets 50% off. So I need to tell Omi because he's after one for ages.
Well, cross the line once more. As we look at the battle for third, Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell still raging on that gap. Was 4/10 of a second, as you can see, is visually closed up now between the 9 and the 20. We cut to Alex Bowman on his own in 11th place. He's got 8 temps behind him is Keselowski, 6 temps in front of him is Bush. Alex Bowman, not the best day. He restarted 19th, but he's clawed up and he's currently 11th place. Up 179 of 240 on board with Joey Logano in 2nd place. Heading out of turn 2 on the backstretch.
Looking rather good at the moment, isn't it, this one? Okay, what are you making of this one then, Jack? Going in with 62 to go. Oh, hang on.
You lag there.
The 24's going through on the inside line. Can he take Bubba? Bubba's going to stay up high. Desperately trying to find in the right traction zone. They're still side by side. And this is over 17th position as things stand.
Here goes Bubba. Trying to go around the outside. He should have the run through the corner.
Should
there
be
he
in
goes.
there. Yeah.
Giving this up easily though. Larson having a front row seat to this battle. Here he goes. Is Bubba going to clear? Yes, he is. Bubba is clear. As we cut away like amazing TV direction is, because I was wanting to see if Byron was going to make a move back. But no, we're going to go to an onboard of Logano, who is starting to catch up here to Denny Hamlin.
I hate to say this, but JT, take it.
Oh dear. Anyway, JB scurries off out of the commentary box like a child that has just heard the ice cream van turn up in front of his house. Lap 181 of 240. It's still off board with Joey Logano heading in towards turn 1 with still Denny Hamlin in front of him. As let's have a look at the laps rundown feed. I'm not able to change it for you, but I can tell you that there has been 9 lead changes, 6 leaders. Bubba Wallace has led 73 laps. Kyle Larson has led 52 laps. Denny Hamlin has led 37 and is your current leader. Chase Briscoe 15. Brad Keselowski has led 4 laps. And Joey Logano has led a single lap. Still on board with Joey Logano. They really like this onboard camera with Joey Logano, don't they? As Haley is dropping down the order at number 7 car. Austin Cindric, P23 right now, has fallen to the cut-off spot. He is plus 16 on SVG and Bowman, plus 18 on Austin Dillon in points as they run. That is from Jeff Gluck. Let's go down pit road.
On this run than he's had previously. Something else that's on their radar too. Before we went back green, Joey said, I'm going to go as hard as I can here if we get the lead, just to try to give us as much of a gap as we can on the green flag pit stops. So even if he doesn't get the lead, obviously wants to keep it as close as he can. As fine as the margins are here, it could just come down to a less than a second or so on the racetrack based on how close you get into the pits.
Yeah, absolutely. Down from the pits, Briscoe has just got past Busher for 8th place. That 19 car getting in front of the 17 car with now 56 laps to go. We've run 138 green flag laps, 46 of them are yellow. Laps that we have run now 139 green laps as we complete another lap with 55 to go in this race. Hamlin still leading by 4/10 of a second to Joey Logano. Looking now back at Alex Bowman in 48. Let's go down to Dylan about the 48 car.
Pitted on lap 152 to take advantage of the fresher tires that he's got compared to some of the others around him. So it's driven to 11. I just climbed up on the box and asked Blake Harris, are you guys done pitting? And he gave me that famous kind of shrug and said, I want to be, but it's going to be really close, and we do probably need some yellows. So even if they don't win this race and they can still somehow make the strategy turn into a net gain, I think that's a win today for the 48, Kim.
Brazil and Tyler Reddick running in the 31st spot. They stopped on lap 115, trying to make it to the end, trying to gain positions on that restart, now in fuel save mode, but Tyler said, I'm so tight. I don't know what's wrong. He said, I cannot get into the corner. He said, the front brakes are locking up. I have no rear brakes. We've not been this bad all day long. They told him, fuel save, do not use third gear, is what Billy Scott said.
Interested there as lap 188. Hamlin, the gap has gone from 4/10 of a second to 2/10 of a second. Here comes Joey Logano. Battle for the lead. Top two have closed up. And they've still got a second to third.
Hello.
But here we are. The gap increases a little bit at the exit of turn 4. What is it as we come across the line? That gap now 3/10 of a second. So up 2/10 of a second. Here comes Joey Logano diving down to the inside of turn 1 and 2.
Looking good at the moment, isn't it, this race, with 52 to go. JT, I would also advise you having a look, because there's for some reason there's a flash sale on, so go on.
Where?
Amazon.
Send me a link.
Amazon Prime.
Send me a link.
Just Google Amazon Prime.
Yes, I have looked at headsets and none of them are on sale, so they sent me a link.
Oh, well, you need to have a look. For some reason my phone now won't actually load Amazon, which is annoying, so I'm trying to get something. Still, Hamlin leads Logano by 2/10 of a second. Is Joey Logano doing what he did last season and racing his way into the playoffs one segment at a time? It seems to be a repeat, doesn't it, JT?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love about it.
As we look on the curb cam,
whoa!
Unfortunately, rest in peace that Formula 2 camera that was in the runoff.
That broke my heart. That broke my heart.
Rest in peace, curb cam. 2025 to 2025.
But here comes enough about curb cams, because Joey Logano just tried to go up the inside of Denny Hamlin for the lead.
And still can't find a traction through as well. Hamlin's defending out crazily at the moment. Yeah, still could go well.
He is in the middle of the racetrack in turn 4. Joey Logano also in the middle of the racetrack. They go against the wall down the front stretch and back stretch as is normal. It's just the lines they use in the turns that is what can gain them time or lose them time, as we are now inside 50 laps to go of this Enjoy Illinois 300. And, well, it's only 20 to 11.
Now you've done it. Hamlin's getting out drifty, and Logano's trying to cut back through on the inside line. Thought you wanted to be out of here by 11.
Well, that's not going to happen, is it? I said 11, then I rethought about it, and I said half 11. We still got time. Still got 50 minutes until the time that I last said.
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so. Still, not looking bad, is it, this one? A lot of action, a lot of intrigue, a lot of racing still to go. What do you reckon, JT?
Well, Logano is looking at his cards, and there's still 48, now 47 as they cross the line. As we cut side by side to the 24 and the 23 once again of William Byron and Bubba Wallace. And Kyle Larson is getting involved as well. So watch out as we look at the play-off bubble, plus 47 for Blaney. And plus 43 for Bell. Plus 42 for Byron. It's Van Gisbergen, Logan Bowman, Austin Dillon and Josh Berry who are under the cut line. Plus 37 for Chastain. And here comes Chase Briscoe.
Let's go pit road.
Down into pit road.
He can risk it. He can gamble. Put the new tires on early. See if you can make some time up. Cycle to the front.
Kim Kuhn standing by. Take it away, Kimmy.
Yeah, and they've had trouble all day with their left rear, so we'll have to keep an eye on what they do here. Chase reporting still tight. James up, right side tires only. James didn't want to free him up, though, because of where they were in traffic. So right side tires only, Chase Briscoe.
There you go, Kim. You got trouble with the left rear. Just don't change it. Just don't take it off. Don't have a risk of a long...
Yeah, and now we see the 5 and the 23 still side by side with each other. So they're going to have to really hold together. Go on.
Truly a splash and dash with a quick tyre change. Now it's Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson
They don't
in
want to hold
battle.
it, do they? Yeah, go on.
This 16th place, Byron just ahead, so it's Byron in 14th. And here comes Denny Hamlin, your race leader, down into pit road. Let's go down.
Gets down to pit road speed. Let's see what the 11 does. Let's see if they're another 2-tire choice or if they're going to take 4 tires. And how much longer the 22 runs on the racetrack. The 11 has to come down all the way. The pole sitter all the way down in front of Marty in pit stall 1.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin said I'm way too free, and he was really having a hard time holding Joey Logano behind him, but was able to do it. The interesting thing here is that they were the leader.
Here comes Joey Logano.
So we'll see where he cycles out through this green flag cycle, but they're going to go 4 tires. They're going to go on the jack, so they're not going to wait on fuel, Dylan, and we'll see what happens after he leaves pit road.
Joey Logano does the 1-lap overcut here. We'll see how this works out for them. As we said, Joey liked his car on this run, said it had nice center turn. They'll change 4 tires, fill it full of fuel, and make an air pressure adjustment. We'll watch and see where the 22 blends in relation to the 11.
And what a juxtaposition.
Yeah,
Denny
well,
was all the way.
Joey Logano is the first pit stall. Denny Hamlin was the last pit stall. So the complete opposites, the extreme opposites. As Logano will come out on track. You look out, and well, there is Denny Hamlin.
Finally.
Who will fly right past him. But here comes Joey Logano. Where are they going to merge? They come out together.
Let's go in.
Believe it or not.
Sorry, I thought we were going to hear more pit stop call there. It wasn't actually happening.
Hamlin's just in front of Joey Logano.
All's fair in love and war in NASCAR at the moment with 42 laps to go, JT. Sorry, go on.
John Hunter Nemechek, the other car that came down pit road alongside Joey Logano. Here is Christopher Bell trying to do a dive on move on Chase Elliott with Chase Briscoe on the outside of Christopher Bell.
Still pushing hard, aren't they, at the moment?
Heading down the back straight. It's Chase Elliott, then it's Chase Briscoe, then it's Christopher Bell, then it's Denny Hamlin going right round the outside. He has the new tyre advantage. He made easy work of that 20 car. course, lapped cars and all of that. They are a lap down. Hamlin, Logano, Busher and Hunter Nemechek, the cars that came down, and they are looking for the number 9. There's movement in the number 9 box, and here comes Chase Elliott down. Also, Ross Chastain. Let's go down to Kim in pit road.
Still too tight center, entering the corner. He said too loose on throttle. Will be 4 fresh Goodyear tires. Spill packet full of Sunoco fuel to make it to the end, Dylan.
We'll see Christopher Bell there at the top of the screen as well. Didn't say much about his race car, but they will change 4 tires on the 20. You see them go around here to the left side. Mean a perfect stop here. Bell's been one of the cars to beat for sure, Kim.
See Chase Elliott on pit road. We call him coming to that access road. It was Alan Gustafson that said, pit now if you can, pit now if you can. He was able to get down there. Chase just saying he could use a little bit better front grip.
All right, 9 beats the 20 off from pit road. Who will beat who? This should be a clear advantage for the 11 and the 19. Yeah, there you go. Clear advantage because, Jeff, as you were saying, they ran longer. Now they have a couple lap fresher tires. I don't know if that's enough to run them back down.
Teammate on teammate here. Chase Briscoe with Denny Hamlin in pursuit. Hamlin tries that outside line, and then Briscoe just eases up there. And Logano's watching this unfold in front of him. Denny hugs that low line.
You want to get him quickly. The longer you run behind him, the harder you have to push, the harder it is on your tires. You want to try to make this pass as quickly as you can.
Now keep in mind, as far as the positions run, this is down in 24th and 25th because of the pit cycle. But this could ultimately be for the race win.
So many cars are going to try to stretch it on fuel. This could be the race win, but I really think someone's going to make it on gas. So I think the 11 and the 19, they obviously are racing each other, but they got to get going because they have to run these cars down on older tires.
You see the 6 car of Keselowski. He has gotten by Bowman. They both pitted on lap 152. So it's a long way to go, but can Keselowski stretch it that far?
The leader of the next pack is William Byron in 6th. He was at 158. So in my mind, Jeff, Brad is leader of pack A, Byron leader of pack B. This is the race for the lead of pack C, which is the cars we know can make it on fuel.
Teammate on teammate. Hamlin on the inside, Briscoe up high.
Look at these two battling. Logano's loving it.
You know how we were saying earlier, this race has just been so emblematic of, doesn't matter what happens, just keep going, you're always in with a shot. What about the pit road issues the 19s had?
Oh, they've got to clean those up. You know, obviously a good job with some strategy to get back in the track position that they lost, but you can't keep having those problems and get by with it.
Meanwhile, Ryan Blaney is out in front.
Pressing the wrong buttons here. 35 to go, still holding back, JT. This is going to be
side by side. Briscoe and Hamlin, that is getting way too close to teammates.
I still don't know how Ryan Blaney's got the lead of this race, even with the pit stop strategies.
Yeah, well, Cody Ware getting involved in it. Just in front is Ty Dillon.
Yeah.
Logano's catching up to both of them here as well.
Bubba Wallace has just gained a position, and that is because now Gregson has headed down into pit road, and I shall pause in a moment because we shall get ready. I've heard the pit call for Ryan Blaney and Alex Bowman. They have both had on the radio that they are both heading down pit road. Here we are.
So he wants to get fresher tires on it right away. Dylan.
And an opportunity here to do a little bit of a shorter fill than some of the other guys. They only need to make it 33 laps here. They'll put right sides on. Alex said the balance migrated free there. 2 tires and fuel, Marty.
Jonathan Hassler trying to stretch it as far as he could with Ryan Blaney. They pit with 33 to go. He was told, do not slide the tires. So right side tires for Blaney, left side tires going on as well. So with 33 to go, Blaney pitting here from the lead.
Oh no, he's in the wall, the 10!
In the wall for the second time today. He was spun by his brother earlier.
Bring it to the bottom.
Caution is out.
With 32 to go, JT right in the middle of the pit stop battle. That's the worst thing to happen.
Yeah, but Blaney and Bowman just, well, there they are, Blaney and Bowman coming off of pit road, met by Ty Dillon. what happened here? Here is tyre Dylan. A tyre, front right tyre just blew. Going across the start line.
Yeah, it's
just
gone.
exploded on him, and he was already in the wall before he hit the safer barrier.
Oh, that's just typical. Absolutely typical.
Do you think the brake rotor might have blown, or do you think that was a tyre?
Probably brake.
That looks like brake rotor.
Yeah, that's brake rotor on.
It's just sheet metal now. It's completely destroyed.
We have seen brake rotor problems, and it is known for brake rotor problems. That it's, as Matthew said yesterday, it's either two things: it's either the tyre or brake here at Gateway, and well, it seems to be brake.
Yeah.
But still under caution here, and it is once again Brad Keselowski in the lead.
There's some conversation.
So there's a bit ready there. Go on.
Mike McDowell is in second. And we have Byron in third place.
So Brad's saying if we do come, just you need to put 4 on me because I'm going to have to make something happen.
With that brake rotor explosion on that 10 car, NASCAR's got to get on the front straightaway and look for any debris. And there's such small pieces that I always get nervous when that happens, Steve. It's very easy to get a puncture from those parts. See them looking for them, but when it explodes, it's lots of little parts. And
yeah, it just went up, didn't it? Now they're having to sweep the track to make sure it's all okay.
Yeah, which they are doing now on the high line of turn 1 and turn 2. They'll get the big sweepers out as well. But the first brush on going, we're now inside 30 laps to go.
So, about 15 minutes we're thinking. Not bad at all.
Depending on cautions, yes.
Okay, let's check in with USA.
Use the brakes like a short track, but the air going in the ducts is just exorbitant because the high top speed. So you add some tape, so you A, have an aero advantage, and B, you don't want to get shaked by overcooling them. Then what happens is, if you get a car that's ill handling or in traffic, and you just use too much brake, over time they get hot and hot and hot, and then finally, if you can believe this, that rotor grows in diameter, it squeezes itself, and the centrifugal force makes it grow, it contacts the caliper, and an explosion happens. And that's what happened. You see here the decision here. Keselowski stays out. Some others pit, split decision at the field. Brad's going to try to stretch the tank and the tires.
So who have we got in there? Wallace is in there as far as front runners are concerned. Oh, I can tell you that last time on pit road, there's going to be a penalty for Alex Bowman too fast on pit road. Last time.
God.
Dylan Walsh is standing by.
And here's William Byron. He will peel off from the top left of the screen. Pretty happy with his
What
balance.
did I
Just after
say?
some help with his center pivot. They'll change 4 tires here, make a chassis adjustment to help that. And Rudy Fugle told him, let's go to work, Kim.
No issues with the balance of the car for Austin Cindric. Big debate between he and crew chief Brian Wilson. Should they come? Should they stay out? They could have made it on fuel, but they ultimately thought that they needed tires or else they would be at a detriment, Marty.
These guys all really close on fuel, Kim, so they decide to come down pit road. Bubba Wallace, Charles tonight making that call. And these drivers also will be able to go on the offense with 4 fresh Goodyear tires. Larson was close on fuel. Now he's certainly guaranteed and has the fresh tires as well.
Less than 30 laps to run. We're under caution because of this incident for Ty Dillon.
Well, the miserable playoffs continue for Alex Bowman. I mentioned earlier about how he had a good pit stop, which was something that, let's be honest, is a little bit uncommon for the Flat 48 crew, and how typical would it be if they would get a speeding penalty for that good pit stop? Well, it didn't happen that time. It's happened this time, unfortunately, so we'll go to the tail of the field. Also, to the rear of the field, race off of pit road was car 88 He was up 11 places. That may have been because he was speeding on pit road. So Shane Van Gisbergen to the rear of the field. Now, if it was happening early in a race, then you would have time to claw back. But with only 28 laps remaining in this session and this Enjoy Illinois 300, not a lot of time to gain those positions back, Jack.
I know. I am gutted for SVG right now. He was leading coming off pit road and he got a speeding penalty. I am gutted for him because when track position is as vital as it is at Gateway, he had a real shot to possibly win this race.
Yeah, he was up 11, but that may have been because, well, he was a little quicker than he should have been. Let's get ready to go back to USA, where we will return for the final green flag lap. 27 to go when they cross the line this time by. And Ty Dillon has gone behind the wall. As expected, 9 leaders, 14 lead changes here in the race as we continue to circulate. Let's go back to USA.
The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs are young, but boy, it's been eventful already. How does your favorite driver stack up? The Southern 500 last weekend, it was awesome. Briscoe won that. Today has been eventful here in St. Louis, and it's far from over with still 27 laps left to run on the board. And so many playoff drivers in the mix who all want to go to Phoenix as part of the Championship 4. Welcome back, folks. Lee Diffie, Jeff Burton, Steve Letarte with you.
And the USA team's going to be with us at the end of this, but we are closing in on hopefully some green flag running towards the end of this one. We want to
Shall I update you?
Yeah, go on. We want a barnstormer.
You know how I said what a shame it would be for Alex Bowman to have a good pit stop and then get a speeding penalty?
He got a speeding penalty?
It just happened. Shane Van Gisbergen just took 2 tyres and had a strategy long shot. Took 2 tyres, gained 11 positions.
He was leading.
He was leading. Gained 11 positions, 2 tyres. He was too fast on pit road. He's now out of it and in the rear. Row 1, inside Hamlin, outside Keselowski. Row 2, Logano, Briscoe. Row 3, Bell, Elliott. Row 4, Gibbs, Bush. Row 5, Bush, John Hunter, Nemechek. Kim.
Looked like after he qualified 19th, and they have made the most of it. In fact, broke into the top 10 in the first stage. Right now, primed to possibly steal a win here. They completed their pit cycle before that caution. They are the first driver with the freshest tires of the drivers that stayed out and did not pit on lap 211, Dylan.
Joey Logano said before the race, a good goal for them today is double digits over the cut line. That would be at minimum a gain of 13 for them. They started -3 to the cut line. They're plus 16 right now. It's mission accomplished so far for the 22 with a win in sight, Marty.
Dylan, who might be in the best position? How about Denny Hamlin? Started on the pole, sitting in second, and he has 4 fresh tires. Chris Gale told him, hey, here it is, right in front of us. He also told Gale, listen, the car's driving way better than it was the last 2 runs. Can Hamlin pull it off today, Diff?
Ready?
Going green, 25 to go.
Come on, what do we got this time? Keselowski from Hamlin, ready to go. Green flags are out, we're running again here in Illinois. Down to turn 1. Already, Bell was looking out of shape. Wallace was in there too, up high. Look at the run for the 19! Right round the outside. Give it some William, your boy. And he's through to second. Fabulous run from the pair of them. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, that was certainly superb, wasn't it?
Yeah, what a move from Briscoe as we are 3, 4, 5, I want to say wide. Very nearly 5 wide.
Yeah.
Very nearly a little bit of contact there. It's Denny Hamlin out in front, followed by Chase Briscoe. Brad Keselowski Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, it's lap 217 of 240. Denny Hamlin, your leader. Cautions, we've had 10 for 52 laps and 15 lead changes with that one previous time round.
By the way, just an update alongside the wet race, if you're watching it, they've now sent, I can't believe I'm saying this, JT, but they've just literally sent a 4x4 truck out there to tow some water off the racing line, and it's just held up like 3 Ferraris. So I looked over at one screen, and there's literally Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5 driving out there in the middle of the S's. Meantime, in actual Hitchback Town, we've got Chase Elliott sliding up to Keselowski for 3rd position, and he's taken him. So it's a 1-2-3 at the moment coming in if you're in the playoffs, and Hamlin's looking to race his way through, but Briscoe already in there.
Down in towards turn 3. Find Blaney looking to get round the outside of Joey Logano now. Goes to the inside there, 3 wide. JB, they tried to go 3 wide. They think against it. Blaney on the inside of Keselowski now.
Yep, they've held it back as well as Elliott takes 3rd position. Blaney gets ahead of Logano, and now he's got ahead of Keselowski as well. Keselowski's started dropping back massively now.
Yeah, Nemechek to the inside of Logano as well. Busher just behind him with Wallace. Then Christopher Bell rounding out your top 10 with 22 laps to go. This enjoy Illinois 300. I've enjoyed this one, even though we've had 10 cautions and it's been a little bit left for me, but it's been a good race. Denny Hamlin across the line, 21 laps to go. Briscoe, Elliott, Keselowski, Blaney, Logano, Nemechek, Busher, Wallace. Whoa. Bell, Keselowski drops down to 6th. He's lost 2 positions that last time round.
And through on the inside comes the 24 now, trying to make positions back through the field. So already coming in to be a bit of an interesting run around out there on the Delta. Not bad at all in this one.
Here's
Bell.
Christopher Bell.
Yep, side by side.
On the inside of Ty Gibbs, Chris Busher, Bubba Wallace. In front of him, Joey Logano in front of that as well. Side by side, a couple of those leads getting dicey in the midfield of the top 10.
Once more with 20 to go. That's around about 10 minutes. Can these guys really behave themselves for that long? This so far is our longest run since the caution came out. So let's see
once
what we
again,
do. Yeah.
Ryan Blaney at the top of the biggest movers since restart. +7 for Blaney, +4 for Hoster and Reddick, and +3 for Bubba Wallace and Michael McDowell. Exit of turn 4 we go across the line with 19 to go. Go on.
My money's still on Logano, you know. It was 2 seconds back to Hamlin, yes, but I reckon Logano might try and sneak something here. It's the closest it's been in a while.
With a late caution, I think he can get it. Get it, to be honest. Logano is known for capitalising on those.
If Blaney can do Blaney can do a get dumped and win.
That'd be amazing if we can do that.
And then win.
So round we go again, up towards the banking. They flash underneath us with 18 laps to go here. Let's check back in. We've been staying on Comcam for a bit. Let's go back to the battle screen until we have 5 to go, and the action really starts coming into it.
Austin Dillon, he got a little loose, he got a little wide, he tapped the wall, that fish-tailed the rear a little bit, but it was just a slight tap, but the car did react that time.
We're all trying to hold it in now. Hamlin's just putting in lap after lap. He's just done a 33.334. That's the fastest in the field so far. 33.3 for Briscoe staying with him. With a gap now a second. Absolutely insane times right now. Chastain, yeah, so it's a 33.2, fastest lap time for Hamlin. Yeah, he's 0.2 of fast. He's 0.2 of a second faster now than Chase Briscoe. So Hamlin's now lapping faster and faster and faster with 16 laps to go.
Denny Hamlin could walk away with this, but a late race caution, we've had them so many times before in NASCAR. We've had them here before at Gateway. Remember last year with Blaney running out of fuel on the last lap. Sorry for reminding you, Blaney fans, that it hurt as well. For me personally, would pick a winner.
You had that one on the car. Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe so, because look, Elliott's going to drop back here. And here comes Blaney with much more speed, much more fresher tyres, much more fuel. He should be easily able to get rid of Elliott. Blaney's 5th in the playoffs right now. Elliott is 9th in the current standing of things. He's going down low, coming out of 1 and 2. Will he try and sweep back through? I hope so.
He pulls side by side. It's Cindric plus 10, Austin Dillon minus 10, by the way, at that cut-off line for 12th and 13th. Still side by side, heading in towards turn 4 now. Never mind. Here comes Blaney to try and block up. Oh, they touch.
They
the
did.
Front left to the rear right of Elliott to Blaney. How did they not get turned?
Yeah, I thought Elliott was going to go around there for sure as well. The way that contact happened towards the wall, Elliott could have got hit into the wall. They've avoided it just by the skin of their teeth here. 14 laps to go. So Hamlin will race his way into the playoffs. Briscoe did win last week, didn't he? Who did win last week?
Yes.
Yeah. So Briscoe's in. Hamlin's going to be in as things stand. With only a couple left. Win it, you win it to the next round. Of course, if you win Bristol, it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, Blaney can't get ahead, JT, still. He's trying to track him on the back stretch.
I mean, you can still get playoff points, to be fair.
Yes, you can still get playoff points. And if you are outside of the 12 and you win, then you're in. No matter what points.
Win
it
and
would
you're
just
in.
be more work to get those points, but you get quite a good lot of points anyway from that race win. On board with Chase Elliott, who still has that Pensel Menard's number 12 car all over the back of that number 9 Napa Auto Parts car.
Pushing hard in this one with 12 laps to go. Hamlin's going to be on course for a brilliant race victory. It's a classic. This season is going to be a wild one. And of course, the NASCAR Netflix series still in filming. Started last week. This will be part 2. As we now take a look at a replay. This is SVG in a battle and getting door to door and bullied effectively by Haley. And yeah, Bowman was just there as well on the low line. 11 to go. 10 to go now over the line. What are we going to witness in this bizarre, crazy, twisted, messed up racing world? Certainly one of the best we've seen in a while. As we pounce on towards the end of the race.
Denny Hamlin now 1.6 seconds ahead of Chase Briscoe. There is Denny Hamlin. Exit of turn 4, coming to start, 9 to go.
So let's check in for quickly with pit road.
Goal. It isn't good races and a recovery to 7th. It is winning races. That's got to prove that and get that momentum going. Who knows what these playoff points can mean later in the playoffs? Not the momentum, just the momentum of a win.
The 4-time winner this year, Jeff, Martinsville, Darlington, Michigan and Dover, wants to make it 5 and guarantee his spot through to the round of 12.
Well, that's what Hamlin's going to do and make sure he's in. You win it and you win it. Such a dangerous opportunity to come into this one. Kim.
Language, but
no Kim. JT's going to look at me now because he's got audio ahead as well, so he's telling me when Kim's coming or not. Side by side as Bell gets in there as well. Side by side with Bubba Wallace, who 1 and 2. Just tugging the inside line. SVG's now in 25th place, by the way, but he's ahead of Bowman. Berry, very low down now in the cup zone. He's out of the race. Suarez out. Ty Dillon out. Amazingly, though, only a few drivers a lap down with 7 races to go. This has been it's been 3 hours, but it's been a really fast race.
It has been a good one.
It has. It's delivered.
Muddy.
Yeah.
All the stuff that's happening off the racetrack. Obviously, his race team, 2311 Racing, suing NASCAR. That's a big topic of conversation. But, Jeff, I think Denny Hamlin at age 44 does a better job than he's ever done in his entire life at compartmentalizing things. When he's here at the racetrack, he's all in on this 11. But how does he find continually, Jeff, another 11, another level at age 44?
Level upon level, time upon time. I don't think there's anything he can do. He is a tiger. 5 to go coming up. Next week, we're running in Bristol. The race everybody begged for death a couple of months ago. Will it be different as we run under the lights? I certainly hope so. There's the 5 to go signal from the board. 5 laps, that's it before the checker flag comes out. Hamlin on course. We don't want overtime, we don't want a yellow. Just clicked over 3 hours in distance. A dramatic, confusing, amazing race. I've enjoyed it, really have. Briscoe's 2 seconds back, we're riding with Logano. Logano tyres have gone, he's 5 seconds behind Hamlin in 5th. He won't be the winner. Still changing it down. There's Elliott running in 3rd, Blaney in 4th. I think Elliott could nick 3rd here.
Yeah.
Blaney nick 3rd, yeah.
He will try to do that now. He's caught up. And he's stayed on the back of this number 9 car. Catching is one thing, passing is another. As is the famous quote.
Oh, he's gone up high. Blaney trying to come in low. Not going to get a traction there, I'm afraid. There's Hamlin. Well, this race has given it his all, hasn't it?
2 to go next time.
We come up to Comcam as we will have a new playoff lock-in for the round of 12. 2 to go.
White flag next time, 11.
So remember, we've got to get through this time. Take the white flag. The next one ends it no matter what. But I think everybody's behaving themselves this time. I can't see a yellow coming out. As Elliott holding off with Blaney. Hamlin will exit 3 and 4. And the white flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank, will go up in the air. And we will start the last lap of the Enjoy Illinois 300. White flag in the air. So we have done it. 240 laps, 300 miles, and another one locked into the playoffs. And it's Denny Hamlin who has fought back. What a race. We've been saying all day, Toyotas aren't good at this track. It's not suited to them. The man who put it on pole position is going to take us all the way home. He had to fight for it, but Denny Hamlin wins here at Gateway in superb fashion. What a victory! Toyotas can race at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Hamlin wins. Briscoe is 2nd, Elliott 3rd, Blaney 4th, Logano 5th. And it's a Toyota 1-2 to boot, JT. 5th win of the season. Hamlin is on fire.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, it was going to be Groundhog Day for one, and it was Denny Hamlin.
Thanks for the compliment there, by the way, in the chat from Bob. About the great coverage. Go on, JT.
Definitely not a reference to a certain person who did the command a little bit earlier on.
Oh. What a race. He's going to burn it out on the front stretch. Jack, what have you made of it?
Started eventful, then not a lot really happened for the last third of the race. That said, Denny Hamlin finally back to victory lane again. I think that is, I want to say that's his 4th win of the year.
Fifth year.
5th, okay. Now the question we have to ask, is it his year?
I don't think it is. See,
I'm starting to think maybe something's different.
Joe Gibbs enjoying that one. JGR enjoying that as a team. Hamlin loops it back around. A wave to the fans from driver's side. Marty's heading out there to talk. Burnout begins. Locks up the fronts. That takes skill to do as well. What a race.
Burnout.
I did enjoy that one. I really, really did. I must admit, it was a smooth run. Well,
if I was more awake, I might have enjoyed it a bit more, to be fair. But I'm like half asleep. So.
Well, you go get some rest as Hamlin burns it
I
out.
will.
That's a down pit road and join the USA. Hamlin burns it out. What a blast off.
We're atop the pack grandstand here on the front stretch at Worldwide Technology Raceway, and the fans are loving this.
We're just leaving you with the sounds. Hamlin's enjoying this one like crazy.
Here we have Denny Hamlin after the Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Hello, David Attenborough.
Oh, and
He's gone.
Looped it round again.
He's gone.
Gotta stop on the finish line, haven't you? Beat our favourite drivers.
God,
He's waiting by Larson's car.
There's a quarter-mile track strip here
we do is win, no matter what playing in the background.
A burnout from Denny Hamlin. Some cheers, some boos. That is win number 59, and now puts him one away from Kevin Harvick. As Steve mentioned a moment ago, they started the playoffs with a rough day on pit road. The pit crew answered today. Chris Gale answered with a strategy, and the driver answered as well. I know 59, Denny, is important to you, but to get 200 for Toyota, what's the significance of that?
Yeah, it's so big for everyone at Toyota. Joe Gibbs Racing, Progressive Toyota was just great there at the end. And so happy to get this victory. And my dad's not feeling well at home. So just shout out to him. The whole family's here. So fantastic day, and man, couldn't be better.
In honor of your dad, how do you continually find another level at age 44, Denny?
I mean, just step up. I mean, all I can do is just keep being a student of the game, keep trying to get better, and every week is a chance to get a little better.
What did your friend Bill Murray say to you right before the race? He came inside the car for a good little bit there.
Yeah, I just told him to talk to the guys behind me and make sure that they stay behind me the rest of the race, and so we made that happen. So, man, it's just a great victory. Love that Denny Tom flag. A poster right there is pretty good. And, you know, y'all can boo me, but you can either get on the bandwagon or you can get run over by it.
You still love the boos?
Bring them. Bring them all.
Denny Hamlin welcomes the boos, but you know what? He delivers with win number 59 here, and he's advanced on to the round of 12 with a big win in St. Louis.
Well, those two seem more chilled than I thought it would be.
Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson just enjoy themselves. I was expecting a fight.
Nah, probably because Blaney finished ahead of Larson.
Yeah. Not with those two, I don't think.
What a
I don't
race.
think I've ever seen Blaney be in a fight, so...
Yeah. There is the check
Well,
flag moment.
What a run it was. Hamlin ahead. Okay, final thoughts then, chaps. Jack, starting with you. What have you made of this one? The Enjoy Illinois 300.
I would say I enjoyed it. And I'd say I enjoyed Illinois. I think it was a very good race. I probably would have enjoyed it more if I wasn't like half asleep. I've been up since like 8 o'clock, refereed a football match. I do love seeing Denny Hamlin win because I get to hear all the boos he gets. He does an incredible job of playing the heel, and the sport needs that.
JT?
Yeah, what a race. And, wow. New way. He beat our favourite driver. Oh, wait, that was the wrong race. That was yesterday. Anyway, yes, I did enjoy Illinois. And, well, it was a very good race. But next time, JB, we head to Bristol. It's an all-night race affair for the Free National Series of Trucks of Xfinity of the Cup Series, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, where we eliminate 4 drivers to the race to the championship.
It's going to be great. Join us in a week's time when we go running in Bristol on Thursday, Friday and Saturday for all the action. My thanks to Jack, my thanks to JT, my thanks to Matthew as well behind the scenes. We'll see you all later. What a great one. But guess what? Denny Hamlin, 5th win of the year. He's done it again. He's beat our favourite driver. Bye-bye.